he made a music video with the shirt on.
So he
tackled the fuck out of me like a grown ass man. Like he got me, dude.
IRS will come get you. If you start making a lot of money and you're not right, they're gonna come get you. They're gonna kill everything.
Okay.
Fuck the IRS.
I agree. For the people who like me, who just was in a situation where they needed motivation.
Right.
Man, let me be that guy. Or if not me, let my clothing brand be that guy, that person for you. To say, man, keep going. You can make it. You can do it.
Taylor about to freaking flex.
How y'all doing, guys? We are back in the Wolf Den, and we got my boy Trevin here.
In the Wolf Den. In the
Long
Wolf Den. How
time.
y'all doing, man?
Long time
Long
friend of
time
mine.
partner, for real.
Look, we became friends in high school. What, in like the 9th grade? I'm pretty sure it was Trevin, your twin. What you talk to him with him a lot these days, or
every day. Talk to him every day. So he was gonna come, but he was all the way from Texas, so he had to miss.
Is he involved? And I'm sorry, I didn't get to finish saying actually the introduction, so let me finish that real quick. So actually, Trevin has his own clothing brand, Gold Mine Worldwide, right? I said that right, correct?
Gold Mines Worldwide,
yeah. And we actually are rocking his shirts. He brought some gifts. So
yeah.
Dope.
Had to bring the team some gift, man. Had to lace the team with some gift. That's one of our tees, the motivational brand. The back, your tomorrow starts today, for the people who like to, start tomorrow, make it today, or make excuses. Hey, that's you. That's you. That's a perfect fit.
Yeah, you look like you passed by a gym once.
This is an XL.
It look good, bro. It look good. It look good.
I might need
edit the video a little bit. Put a little more muscle on that unit.
Yeah, bro. That's your type of brand. So this is my clothing brand. Came up with this brand just to have a reason not to make excuses. And instead of me having to say it every day, I want to be able to wear it. So when I'm not saying it, people can see it. Like on the back of your shirt, I have a slogan. When I'm not looking, or when I'm not around, or my back is turned, anything like that, they still get that motivation from somebody or something. So that's just the method behind my brand, bro.
What made you want to do motivation?
Because when I started it, I was in a place where I needed motivation. And I needed somebody to tell me, hey, keep going, you're going to get it. If you put your mind to it, you'll reach anything you want to reach. I was a scaffold builder. So I'm just at work, sitting on the scaffold, waiting on the people.
Where you was building scaffold for some plants around here?
And at CF, working for brand. So I was sitting on the scaffold high up in the air by myself. I'm just sitting there thinking, like, I got to make a difference. I got to do something. Came up with the brand, name of the brand. I'm like, what I want to do with it. Let's do clothes. I like to dress. You already know from high school, I always like to dress, just express myself through dress, through clothes. So I'm like,
even though we really wasn't supposed to be, but
right. Thank you. Look, breaking the rules early. Breaking the rules early.
But like, it's like crazy though, because like, it's even like, why even take? I don't know. I'm sidetracking here, and we're not gonna do it. But like, just why even take that expression away from kids? I think all schools should let kids kind of wear to a certain extent, right? Like a certain guideline.
You're talking about like take the uniform aspect and
like at least a certain guideline, like. But like, I feel like everybody should get to wear and just kind of express themselves, because at the end of the day, dude, these schools are built like prisons.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, actually, schools and prisons, they use the same suppliers. I'm serious. Yeah, not a lot of people know that. So,
I agree though.
No, like not even. No,
yeah, but I thought
this
a lot
is
of public
true.
schools used to let you wear like kind of. No,
do you have some dress
that's kind of
down
like up
days?
north. That's different places. Like down south, we uniform. We strict
like,
down.
This is the deal. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like a prison, because at the end of the day, these schools are using the same suppliers. The desks that you buy and then you get at schools, they're sending the same desks to prisons. They said the cafeteria food that we're getting.
Lunch trays.
Lunch trays and stuff like that to a certain extent.
I was about to say, I don't think the food.
To a certain extent, right?
We all eating the same food.
Fencing,
right?
like fencing, the building material, like just the structure of the school, same suppliers, same people, all government funded, all from the same. Crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I mean, I agree with you. Like on the expression part, man, just let people express themselves. Like we did it. We only could do it through shoes because we have a uniform. But I mean, we able to do it. And look what that became. Like for you as well in high school, man, you express yourself. Like before you came, we was talking. I'm like, man, y'all ever saw that movie in high school? You always had that one kid that always said, "Let's do it." the outgoing person. That was
Yeah.
Nick. So he was able to express himself. So think about if he was able to do it with clothes or however else he wanted to do it. Express yourself. So that allowed me to create a brand. It allowed me to create a brand so I can express myself and express my thoughts, my feelings. For the people who were like me, who just was in a situation where they needed motivation.
Right.
Man, let me be that guy. Or if not me, let my clothing brand be that guy, that person for you. To say, man, keep going. You can make it. You can do it. Stuff like that. So that was the fuel behind my fire to create this brand. I just wanted motivation. And it sparked. Like now we were talking, I'm trying to make it from just a clothing brand to a company, an organization. Some things we did was like for the past couple of years, so years, man, we donated a check every year to Maryborough Perkins, the cancer center in Homer.
Okay.
Awesome.
Just off the strength. They didn't ask us to do that. We just did it just because. Let's give out.
Right.
Yeah.
So man, just that's what we do.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
I mean that's good. And going to that, so how long have you been in business for?
Since 2016.
Oh, so you've been in this for
A while.
now.
I know the ins and outs. But like we were talking about, it I want to be at a certain spot. People outside looking in might be like, oh, you nice, or you reach that spot or that position. But I have spots where I want to get to, and according to this shirt, I've sold product all across the U.S., across the country. So I mean, I'm small steps, but we also got to take life into consideration too. Things happen. I mean, stuff that we just can't prevent or we can't stop. We don't know what's coming. So life happened, life takes a toll. But man, we as of right now, man, we good. Business is moving. We're growing. I'm here with y'all growing, and I'm with like-minded people like me who just on a whole nother level, man. So I feel like this is right where I need to be at.
Yeah.
Right where I need to be.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more on that. Speaking on that though, with just like how successful you're becoming, have you had any tough years? And then as long as with the tough years, have you had any like crazy years so far? And then we'll get in. I know we talked about before we get into like the nitty gritty and like the months. Yeah. Like, just tell me about the year so far since like 2016. Like, did you see growth or did you see like tell us like your journey? Like for real, like be honest. Like people want to know because like at the end of the day, this shit ain't easy.
Right.
Building a clothing brand, like just to be honest with you,
I'd
and
imagine that's gotta be tough as
no,
hell.
look, not to kill your vibe or nothing that what you got going on, right? But building a clothing brand is one of the hardest industries to get. It's not one of. It is the hardest industry probably to get into, right? So you really do have to stand out. You really have to bring that package, like you're saying, of what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish. You're making a movement, right?
Yep.
Not just another clothing brand, right?
Not just put out a T-shirt.
Correct. So tell us the rocky, tell us the ups, tell us the downs.
This is all facts, bro. You can fact check me. From 2016 to 2025, I've probably had 2 years where I was down, a year where I was up, 3 more years where I was down. This game is up and down. It's up and down. But what really makes your brand stand out in this game is, are you gonna stay consistent? So that's what sets me apart from any other clothing brand. I'm still doing it. 2025, I'm still dropping clothes. I still got releases. I still got samples coming in. So the years that I was down, I used it as fuel. Let me learn more. Maybe I did something wrong. Go back and over this last drop or what I put out. Was it good enough? Did I put my all into it, or did I shortchange the marketing, or did I not put enough effort? I just had to sit back and see where I went wrong to try to correct for the next year or the next year where I get up. But I had some good years.
Well, yeah, and I saw like a couple of your TikTok videos that like you did some good promo videos for it.
That's what I had to start doing, because at first I wasn't putting out really real promo, or I was just taking a picture of the shirt, putting it on social media, just trying to sell it like that.
And then another thing that's crazy though is my boy's not on Instagram. You need to be on Instagram.
So let me tell you that story before we get back to my brand.
Okay.
A year ago, coming up on a year, I got hacked.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
I got hacked on Instagram. So we had the alumni picnic. That Sunday, we was all just chilling. My phone is blowing up. People texting me, people calling. I'm like, man, what? So I started looking into it, texting them back, calling them. Man, Trevin, you just bought a G-Wagon? I'm like, huh? What you mean?
Yeah,
man,
huh?
go check your Instagram, man. You just posted a G-Wagon. So I'm like, no way. I go look, I posted a G-Wagon. And then look, like 2 hours later, I post a house with maybe 8 acres. Area view.
Yeah. People like, damn, he balling.
Right.
He
And guess
shit
what?
taking
And guess what?
off.
A lot of people standing around me just looking at me. I'm right here with y'all. How in the world I'm buying a G-Wagon or a crib with acres? So that whole thing went on, man. I never could recover my page. I have a Gold Mines page on Instagram,
Okay.
but I don't have a personal page. That's
Well, okay. So at least you have a goal.
Yeah, I have
at
a
least you
Gold Mines
business
page on Instagram.
Okay,
And you know what's crazy about that? You talk about the hacking thing.
yeah.
That happened to us kind of with that thing. Remember somebody hacked the account? We couldn't get the fucking account back?
Oh wait, you talking about your
With one of the
with
business
with
accounts.
Oh, you're not talking about your own. You're talking about one of my other people.
Well,
Like
no,
my-
didn't we just have a thing with the Instagram deal? Like, I don't know, it's hard. Like, they go through this whole thing where they got to verify
They
it.
take
Well,
your
yeah,
email
yeah.
and
But
everything.
I know, but I mean, I get it. But,
yeah.
but dude, it's so, like, I don't know, with the whole Facebook thing and the
Man.
whole, like, the people hacking the shit. Like, listen, I know somebody that got their profile hacked. Dude, like, took it over and, like, kept it going.
And they
couldn't-
That's what they did
they couldn't-
mine. Like it's not my page anymore because they changed the email, changed everything to it. But I went on my Gold Mines page and I went on my personal page. It's an Instagram authentication page now. So the page is still there. I still have all my followers that I had. My brother, my sister, my family. They all still there, but it's just a whole different page. So after that, I was like, man, I'm not gonna make another personal page.
Yeah,
I'm
just
kind of
yeah,
I'm kind
fed
of
up with
good.
it,
Yeah,
left it
I'm
alone.
good on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I spent like 2 months trying to recover my email. Every time I would change it, they would be watching it, change it back in a matter of 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So they were really on it.
Man, you
That's
had
why I'm
that.
like, man,
Screw
I'm good on that.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, I'm
work.
good on
Trying
that.
to hustle
So
all that up.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. And I had that page since high school.
Yeah, you probably had probably 5 or 6 thousand.
Man, I was at 8 or 9. Like I had a good
Yeah,
amount of
yeah,
followers on that page. So I'm like, man, I ain't got time to just try to go back and get that back. So I don't have a personal Instagram. I have a Gold Mines Instagram where we had like 5K followers. I had to try to grow them back and all this, that, and the third. So yeah, but the year's been up and down, bro. This game is a stay consistent game.
How did the whole COVID thing affect you?
Terrible. Nothing. I couldn't do nothing. Couldn't ship nothing. Couldn't get nothing
Yeah, 'cause I was
made.
about to say, I'd imagine that'd be kind of tough.
Yeah,
because
that was
the whole t-shirt marketing thing got to be where you got to visit
Yep.
with people. I would
Yep.
think. I mean,
Yep.
yeah, you could do the Instagram thing and the
Yep.
TikTok but I mean, you want to network with people,
Right.
actually show them your shirts,
Right.
hand a few
Right.
out, and that's kind of be kind of.
COVID was just what COVID was. I couldn't do anything. But COVID also allowed me to, man, I probably read 40, 50 books in a matter of a couple months. And
Yeah, to where you
I,
kinda research some
I'm
more
an
on
avid
it and
reader.
kinda-
So
yeah.
I read my books. I did my research. I just looked at other stuff going on and just kind of put myself in the shoes to where when everything opens back up, I'm ready. I'm
go
there.
ahead and
I'm
go
in front.
run.
I'm itching for it. I'm ready for it. So
yeah.
that's how I use COVID. And man, COVID, I locked in with the gym. I do personal training now with my brother. My brother is the official one. He has the page and stuff, but I help him out. But I work out every day now. Like I built better habits through COVID. That's what that allowed me to do.
I think a lot of people did.
So yeah.
Got a
Some
lot
people
of people
did,
that
and some
fitness
people just
influence, yeah.
some people blew up in COVID. If they knew a secret or something to do, they blew up. So COVID could have really helped or hurt you. I took it as it helped me to build a better business and learn the ins and outs, do research on the money side, the marketing side, the aspect of the business that's not so cute and pretty to everybody else, like being a boss and how to make tough decisions and when to do so. And
Yeah, all the behind the scenes stuff.
right, all that people don't see. They only see people making millions or making so and so amount of money, giving out shirts, wearing fly clothes and all that. That's cool. That's a part of it. That's a
Right.
small part, but look behind the scenes.
Do you have any employees that that you keep on?
I have a team, not employees. I'm not at the point to be able to pay anybody yet, but I have a team. I got my videographer. I have my marketing team. I have my partners who help me distribute. We'll go different places and distribute clothes, sell clothes. So that's my team, and I'm fortunate enough to have that. I'm fortunate enough to not be able to have to outsource and pay people at the moment. So I know I'm gonna get to a point because I want to grow. I'm gonna get to a point where I'm gonna have to pay people, pay team.
Get to that next
The
level.
only thing I
yeah.
pay for right now is my marketing. My marketing is done through a official marketing site, and they handle all the marketing. I pay them monthly, but other than that, man,
I got a partner that does marketing. I got to hook up with him. He does pretty good shit.
well, my sister is an official marketing person. I can't.
I know.
Hey, look,
Oh,
I can't.
shit,
Hey,
I'm
look,
just
yeah,
like-
I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? My sister actually does marketing and real estate. She's been doing real estate for 2 years, and she's grossed over about maybe 10 million, 8 to 10 million in a matter of
Jeez.
2 years. So, and she still does my marketing. So, I'm kind of good. But
Yeah,
thanks for the reference.
Nah,
Thanks
you
for the
look,
reference.
I'm
Thanks
just
for the
kidding, but you got to
reference.
be
Yeah.
loyal to the family.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta-
But I mean, everything, bro. To answer that question, is up and down. If you weak minded or you want to do it for the money and not for the passion of it,
Right.
you're gonna give it up. And I give you 2 years. 2 years, just because things might not be going your way 2 or 3 years. It might not
Well,
be
look,
going
that's
your
with
way.
everything. I mean, look, we talk about shit all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you put something out and you're like, damn, man, that didn't get
Ain't it.
the attention I thought it was gonna
Yep.
get. But then it's like,
It's getting people are seeing it.
but no, that's what I'm saying. But then when you go out around town and you start, you start feeling it out, it's like, okay, wait, people are watching it. You know, people are paying attention to what's going on. So it's kind of like,
People.
it kind of brings you back. It brings you back,
Yep.
and you're like, okay, well, wait,
I'm doing
we
something right.
Well,
yeah, we do.
and a lot of people too. Like what I noticed, and I guess it's just like stigma. We talked about it before on this podcast and stuff. People don't like to see you succeed, man.
Yeah, and
People-
it's where we at. Like
But
that.
just because some people is either having kids and
They can't
working
do.
jobs
They're
and
not
can't.
either. They can't. Or they're not able to or have the opportunity to.
Right,
But
right.
I feel like where we coming from, bro. We really didn't have an opportunity either. We made it. We made the opportunity. So that's sometimes what you have to do, or keep going until your opportunity presents itself.
So is this like your main hustle right now, or are you
No.
doing?
So as we talked about, I'm an operator at a plant right now, full-time operator,
Okay.
process operator. So that's my main job, main source of
And
income.
you still use that income to
Yep.
fund this.
Yep. Until I get everything else rolling, and I have different ventures. Like we was talking about, I'm writing a book right now. I invest in the stock market. I was doing photography for 3 years, so I always had different things to help generate money and income. And as far as that photography, watch how this worked. Doing photography, I was able to get young boy to wear my clothes. Like I got young boy into a gold mines long sleeve red with the black lettering from doing photography because I had the shirt with me.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So
it's
see
like
how
sale-
these
it's-
small.
well, I mean, it's sales in its way because I mean, look, people see your clothes like, oh, that's dope. Let me put that on.
See
you know?
the small steps, just putting yourself in position to be able to win.
It'd have been tight if he would have like shouted you out on Instagram.
Man, so it was a couple years ago. He made a music video with the shirt on because they were
No
shooting.
way.
They were
Oh,
shooting a
that's
music
kinda
video.
cool. Yeah, that's
so he
tight.
made a video with the shirt on.
That's awesome.
So it wasn't him, it was Baby Joe. They both made a video that day, but he in it with the shirt on. So
badass.
you can go on
other
YouTube
than
and
that,
see
have
it.
you gotten to that moment? Because I'll tell you a little story in a second that kind of happened to me with some of the marketing stuff that we've done. But like, have you been out in public and just seen somebody random with your clothes on?
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
that feeling.
It's
unmatched.
no, it's cool.
It's
'cause,
unmatched.
it's not like, I mean, yeah, you gonna see the people, or the ones your friends
Your
that
friends,
you give it to.
yeah,
but
your family, yeah.
when you see somebody random wearing it, that's kind of wild because it's like, okay. So look, I'll tell you a little story. I had got some shirts for one of my companies made. Well, we had a festival. I think it was in Morgan. We had the Shrimp Petroleum Festival.
No. About that old one, huh?
Yes. So there's an old shirt. One of the old shirts we had. Like I made maybe a handful of these, and I passed them out and did some stuff. We did different little promotion events and different things.
Yeah.
Well, I see this random guy walking. He's got my shirt, like one of my shirts on.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even recognize him. So I kind of walked past him. We walk up, and I'm like, hey man, what's happening? I said, man, that's a cool ass. Like I didn't tell him that it was my stuff.
Uh-huh.
I was like, man, that's a cool ass shirt you got on. Where'd you get that from? He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, I don't remember where I got it from, but he's like, man, I really like it. And I'm like, that's cool. I said, well, cool, man. Well, have a good one. But like, I don't remember, that's my shit. But I was like, oh yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah. Man, that feeling is unmatched. Like
It's cool though, because I mean, look, you had a festival with thousands of people,
Thank you.
and then you come across this guy, and he's got your logo on.
Yep.
Something you've been working on for a long time, and it finally comes to pass. You're like, well, damn, look at he's got my brand on.
Reassurance to show you that you're doing something right.
Yeah,
That's all I need sometimes. That little piece. Just show me that I'm
give you
doing
that
something
feeling
right.
that hey,
Man, right.
you're taking the right
Thank
step.
you. That's why I wanted to come in here and give y'all flowers. We was talking earlier. Man, this is great. This is amazing, son. I came in here looking around like, bro? That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Look, I was joking with him. I'm like, he was telling me he went to another podcast somewhere, and he was like, no, this is legit though. He's because like I'm not gonna be like, I mean, look, we in this scene every day.
Yeah,
we kind of like, we
talk about
I'm like,
it
oh
too.
yeah, I think it's nice. We like where we're going, but to hear other people come in and be like, damn, I can't believe this is in Houma.
Hey, this is nice.
I take it for granted a lot of things just because I'm at such a fast pace and high level of just thinking nonstop and I said this a million times and I'll say it a million times more. I'm always just like, I'll be satisfied. I don't even know if I'll ever be satisfied, but the day, probably not. And look, my guy in the studio is shaking his head no right now, It's just my personality. I can't help it. And I tell Austin this all the time, like, there's going to be a day, and it's going to be sooner rather than later. We're going to both, he might be in his yacht, and I'm going to be in my yacht, but we're going to be in some fucking yachts in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. And we're going to make the calls to here or to wherever. I'm going to have my team out in different places of the country doing videos of cool people, doing just crazy shit. Like, there's goals and there's places that we're going to reach that people just don't understand and can't fathom. And I made this comment before, and sometimes, like, we talked about on another podcast, one of my employees, I come in here and I say some outrageous things sometimes. I do. Like, I say some
That's
fucking...
you, Nick. It always have been.
But, like, look, at the end of the day, though, even from, like, because we'll talk about some high school stuff today, too.
Hey, I'm
we
gonna
got
tell you,
to take it
Nick,
back to the old
I'm
days.
engaged, you hear me? I got a fiance. Don't come with the
No.
crazy story now.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about too bad. But with that being said, though, it's just like everything that I tell him, though, and I come in here and I say something, I'm just like, all right, well, did I not make that happen? Did it not come true? So it's just like, he's like, no, you're right. Like, it did. And he's just like, I can't say no to that. So it's just like, at the end of the day, if I do say something, if I put it out into the world, I'm going to make sure I reach that goal and I make it happen no matter what. It don't matter what's in my way. Don't matter who you are. It don't matter if I have to look like a dick to whoever. You know what I mean? No, I'm serious. Look, dude, I had calls this past week. I almost had a client, and I mean, I know he's not gonna be my client. He's actually doing something for me right now. I'm not gonna get into the details because I ain't trying to speak no bad business on nobody. But like, I was cursing this dude out, and I was potentially gonna be one of my clients. But like, I was just like, man, you know what? I had to take a step back. I have to realize, like, at the end of the day, this ain't good. Like, it's only hurting me more than it's hurting anybody else, right? Austin actually is the one that talked me through a lot of that, just because he's a little bit wiser. He's older. He's been through the struggles and all. It's frustrating sometimes. Like, we still young. I'm still young. I consider myself a man now, but like, shit, a couple years ago, I was a fucking kid. You know what I mean? So like, I still have kid tendencies. Like, I'll blow up. Like, I'll start freaking out. Like, he's laughing, but I'm serious. Like, I'll be like it's something, and it's off of the small things, It's not even off of the big things. So it just is like, you learning and we growing, right? But at the end of the day, you just, sometimes you got to be that person.
Man, I said, look, man, you have a heart attack. You got to call.
Take it down, right. Please, because you go bust a blood vessel.
Well, I mean, dude, it's just like, but back to the point though, was like, just like, if I say something though, I'm gonna make sure we make it happen. So like, that's one of the reasons why I do kind of, have those freak out moments and stuff like that, is because
that's my slogan. We don't make excuses, we make it happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
My wristband.
That's awesome.
You don't make excuses, we make it happen.
Exactly.
That's my slogan.
So
we are the motivational brand.
Dude, that's crazy.
So, and that kind of brings me to my next question. So, I know it's all motivated, but that's the driving force. So, like, you're just going to keep, like, you're just going with different, like, are you basing it off of life events that are happening? Or are you kind of going to, I mean, obviously, don't give away your secrets of what you try to do because you want nobody copying your shit. But
I want my brand to be as vulnerable as possible. So, I'm going to answer your question. I'm going off my life. And I want to be the movie that people see of a person that just comes from, I ain't going to say nothing because I was blessed as a child.
Right.
Not from nothing, but starting from the ground up and creating anything that I want to. So I told him earlier that I'm currently writing a book. Who would have thought I'd be an author? I never thought I'd be an author, but I'm putting my life experiences into that book.
Yeah.
The name of the book is probably going to be Love. Accomplish your goals and love yourself in the process.
Right.
Just because that's what I'm doing. That's what I did when I started my brand. That's what I did. Like, I had to learn to love myself because I was just a big business guy. I wanted it to be successful so bad. I was leaving myself apart from anything else. Like, I had to change myself. I had to learn to love myself before I could love anybody else. Like I just said, I'm a fiance now.
Right.
I got a family. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta love people outside of myself, but I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't love myself first. So
right.
I want my brand to be a pure movie of my life. And I want to be able to, while I'm doing that, set the example for the young people who think they can do this but don't have the motivation or don't have the person behind them to tell them, you can do it. Just keep going. Take a step at a time, day by day. Keep moving forward. So that's really my purpose of the brand. More than the clothing. That's my reason for wanting to be on the podcast. Let me get in your face and tell you, you can do it.
Put your story out there.
You can do it. Anybody can do it. We all started off with just ourselves and our ideas in our mind. Right. And we had to put it into the universe and put it into play to be able to accomplish it. That's like I was sitting here smiling when you said, oh, me and my team, we're going to be on yachts. Because you put it in the universe. I'm sitting here smiling. I'm like, I can't wait to that day. No, I can't wait.
Like people
I can't wait.
People think it's a joke, but like it's really not a fucking joke. Like,
I believe you're gonna be able to accomplish it.
Like I'll just be honest with you. Like, my mom, she didn't even like. She was the type like, go get a college degree, go and work for a company. Right, that's the way to be successful in life. Like, whenever I told her I'm not working for nobody no more and I'm starting a business and all, she was like, are you sure, honey? Like, are you sure you can do that?
Yeah, like, do you have that parenting doubt?
Yeah, well, yeah. Do you have the funds for that? And like, but my mom, that was how she was kind of, not really, but yeah, kind of raised like old school, whatever. But that's what she did. That's what she did all her life. And I'm just like, I don't know. I just had a different mindset. Like, just like you said, just like even from high school, you know, I was doing shit that other kids were scared to do, right? Even whenever it came from pranks, you know, like what we're doing. Like, I mean, dude, the things we did in high school.
He made it easy for everybody to pinpoint who did it. Oh yeah, because he always do.
But it couldn't. Yeah,
so they always went to you.
But it couldn't. Yeah, but they couldn't catch.
They couldn't get him. They know who did it. It just couldn't.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Between through ninth grade through 12th grade, I'll tell you the amount of damage I did to the school. We put probably.
About to come back.
I'm gonna say, don't put the jumping in, Nick.
Just wait. We stole like 3 goats from like 3 different places and put those goats into like it wasn't no crazy places. Like, we knew the people who had the goat. So like at the end of the day, like if something would happen, we would have been like, hey dude, we took that goat. Like, yeah, like whatever. So we stole 3 goats into the school. We put, I think
Where'd
it was
y'all put the goats at? Just in like
classrooms
and shit?
No, like one of them we locked up in the courtyard before anybody got there in school.
Probably eating every fucking
and no, we couldn't. It was in rocks. Yeah. And then all the staff didn't know what to do. So we had like assistant principal Stevens. He was freaking out.
Nobody saw the goat? Like, they couldn't figure out how I got there?
No, when we chain locked it, I was wearing a monkey mask. And like, yeah, we was masked up, dude. I'm talking about, dude, I'm telling you the things I did to the school. Listen. Goats. I let out probably 30. This is the only thing they got me for. The only thing. And they almost tried to not make me walk. And what they don't know about it is I had a plan. If they wasn't going to let me walk for the graduation thing, I had it in plan. I had the horse already ready to go. I had a banner ready to be made. I was drawing it, and I already had teachers that had my back on it. That I was going to make sure that the gate was unlocked to make sure that I could get through. The principal was trying to not let me walk. Because like we pulled in the senior pranks and shit, and they know I was behind most of everything. Like from my senior year, I put the school on eBay for $2,014.
The whole school.
The whole school. I put a big old banner. They tore it down like before most of the kids got there. I had a banner that filled the entire building. No, I'm serious. And we put the reflective duct tape on it. And it's put for sale $2,014. And I took a picture of it from the thing, from the side of the thing, and I posted on my Instagram like 2 years later.
Did you get any hits?
Huh? Oh, I mean,
nobody's really believing that. But
right.
So like, I didn't know if it was like some crazy ass people be like, oh yeah,
I'll come and get it.
So we put the school for sale for $2,014. We climbed up. We done rode the school like probably 15 times throughout the time.
We had this wild ass food fight.
I mean, yeah, we did shit like that, but not like.
But like,
crazy.
no, I'm talking about wild. Like, look, when we did it. Like, we were flipping all the tables, like...
Oh, y'all had like a real movie type food fight. Like
flipped all the tables, the fucking salad bar thing they had, everything flipped. Like, I'm talking about the lunchroom was trash. Hey, they were grabbing pans of shit behind the, like, where they serving shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're grabbing pans, like, rolls and throwing, like... I mean, dude, it was like everything. The whole lunchroom was trash. Then, everybody went to class. Dude, the principal gets on the funniest shit. So we all in class. People's shirts are full of shit. Like, I mean, it was just a disaster. We get back to class, and all of a sudden you hear over the loudspeaker, everybody, get to the fucking room. No! And it's like boom, boom, boom. It like echoed through the whole fucking... It's like, get to the gym. No!
Hey, were you in...
Dude, it's so wild.
Were you in fucking... what's his name, coach? The history coach... the history, whatever. I know that's all of them, and that's a very broad coach. But I can't think of his name.
I was about to say all the coaches.
The computer nerd at Assumption.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Coach whatever it's called, or I can't think of his name. But it was in that class. Stevens had came pulled me out, and that was like the morning or whatever that Braxton, he was scared to let out a cricket, so I took it out of his backpack, and I let out like 3,500 crickets in the school. Oh, we also put like 2 baby alligators. I didn't do the baby alligators.
The crickets must have been wild,
Yeah, the
though.
baby
Dude, they keep making them.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
but the baby alligators, the
right.
dude that brought the baby alligators actually went to jail. Like, he got like a charge on him. I let out.
Wait,
could
why
hurt-
for the alligator?
That could hurt somebody.
That's a
huh?
felony.
Yeah, that could
That's
hurt
like,
somebody.
you can't be, not even hurt somebody. It was baby alligators. Yeah, they're endangered. They're considered endangered species or whatever. That's what my studio guys just said. But yeah, but even though they're not, it's whatever. Look, besides the point, you can't be catching.
They just wanted to do
Yeah,
something.
you can't. Yeah, you can't be catching alligators. And it wants to say examples, so I can't really dig into some shit. But like, Stevens came and got me that morning after I let out the crickets, and the only reason they got me because they caught me on camera, and I ducked down and I just did it, and I don't know how they even saw it, but they figured out it was me. And so we walk into his office. He's like, those shoes look mighty familiar, like the shoes we were looking at on the security tapes last night that was climbing the side of the school building, putting up that sign. And what happened was they tried to tear down the sign, and we tied it to all the electrical things of the building.
You couldn't.
So they tried tearing it down, and then they tore out, like, we actually cost them probably like a good $5,000 worth of damage, like in like electrical and shit, because they did that. But they're the fucking stupid ones. They should have went up there and fucking untied it and shit.
It definitely was.
Oh, dude, between that and homecoming week with paintballing and all, dude, we were all out wars.
Yeah.
Paintball guns, dog. I'm telling you, I had 2 of them. We were rolling around in trucks. We were going to people's houses. A truck pulled up on us while we like paintballing, like not paintball, but like while we were rolling the house. That truck is getting lit up. They had somebody try to chase us in Pierre Port while we was rolling somebody's house. It was one of my friend's dads. He tried chasing us down the road. We in the back of my buddy Trey's truck. Pop, 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 pop. We lighting up this dude's windshield. He's looking out the window.
Dude, high school's a menace, bro.
Look, he's looking out the window, trying to see us and stuff. I'm hitting him with the paintball gun in the window. Pop, 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 pop. And he just eventually stops, and he just like gives up on us. We go hide the truck. He's looking for us, and like, I don't know what ended up happening with that. Some bullshit. But there's so many times, dude, we would just all out wars with just paintball guns on the side of the road. Middle of the day, just got out of school. We going to whatever, and we know it's homecoming week. We know people strapped up. Dude, one of my buddies came rolled up on us on the side of us. I was like, dude, don't do it. Like, I saw him what he was doing, like he was about to do something sketchy. I took out my gun. I was riding with my buddy Trey. Dude, 13 shots along the side of his truck. Dude, he pulls up to Trey's house that day, and he comes and points out after he goes scrub him off, look at all these fucking dents in my truck, like ready to fight. And we just like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, I'll fuck you up right here over that, dude. Like, don't come in my face. And this is actually a kid. This is actually a kid that I fought before, like on some like just like some dumb like 8th grade bullshit. But I was just like, dude, don't fucking like, just shut up. Like you know what you was about to do to us, so we fucked you up. So don't. Like,
Yeah, we just called you before.
Yeah. Like, don't try to.
That was the best days, boy. That was the days.
Oh, we done got. We went get Hudson's. Yeah, we went get Hudson's house or whatever. And his house was notorious because like they always strapped up with paintball guns and watching it and all. So it was like, if you can get Hudson's house, you good. So dude, we racked up. We got paintball guns. We ready. Dude, it's all out war between like me and like 3 of his brothers and like 2 other guys. We all shooting and all. And then like we had 2 buddies that was stupid as fuck. They shot up the house and the cars, and we wasn't there to shoot up their house or cars. Like we were just like fighting them, stopping them so we can roll the house.
It just escalated into all kind of shit.
The dad ends up running and chasing down people and all. And I'm thinking I'm good. I'm walking, like I'm in the middle of the cane field just walking. All of a sudden, I hear I get a slap on my back. My buddy Trent De Maria slaps me. And he says, run, he's right behind me. Dude, I couldn't even, there was no even second of me being able to even take off. I just get tackled. Boom. Got a paintball gun in my thing. Puts me in a headlock. It's Hudson's dad. I got all my gear on me. All my
Oh, so he
paintbrushes. He tackled the fuck out of me like a grown ass man. And I'm fucking just young, like I'm in like probably like the 11th, 12th grade. I just started working out or something. Like he got me, dude. And like in the middle in Kane, like we went into Kane, and he puts me in a headlock. I got my gun. I got all my stuff. He's like, "Come on, get over here." And he ended up catching like 3 other guys. Well, one of the guys, they knew all our parents and shit, but they called the parents. She answered, Miss Sunshine. That was my buddy Chase's mom or whatever. And she comes over there, dude, screaming like, "Y'all motherfuckers, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck y'all thinking, da, 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 da." And the whole time while she's screaming and shit, I'm walking slowly back, and I'm picking up my gear, and I pick up my paintbrush.
You just start running?
You would have hit
I
it.
took the fuck
You would
off.
have hit it.
Dude, nobody could catch me. I crossed the bayou, straight up across the bayou with my backpack.
They were chasing you?
Huh? No, yeah, for a minute, but they couldn't catch me. They wasn't catching me. Dude, I straight up crossed the bayou, crossed the bayou with like straight up, met up with my homies. I called them. I was like, because I kept all my shit. I had to like swim a little bit. Kept my phone up above my pocket, and I called my homies. I was like, "Hey, y'all, come pick me up. I'm at this place." I was like, I wasn't going down with that shit. I was like, fuck them. Straight up. And like, they ended up having to pick up all the toilet paper and all over there and shit. Oh, dude, it was.
So my question to you, how and when did you take all that energy from high school of just doing whatever into building a businesses, into entrepreneurship? How did you grasp all that, and when did you kind of click and realize I got all this energy and this ambition, I could put it towards business?
Some useful shit.
Yeah. So at what point did you transfer to that?
I don't know, dude. I felt like I had all those teachers in high school that like knew that I was gonna be something and do something, and like they could tell, and like they told me, and they're like, yeah, like we knew what was going on, and like they even kind of
No, I bet you interviewed the teachers. Now they probably yeah, he's gonna be a fuck up.
No, I'm serious.
They
No,
thought he
some
was
of-
gonna fuck
some
up.
of
But
them-
he was smart
No,
though.
so-
He
yeah,
just
I was-
was
oh, okay.
he
I was
just would
sleeping. I
do
was
stupid
sleeping,
stuff.
yeah,
He
I
just
was-
did stupid
I
stuff.
just did stupid.
But he was smart
I was
though.
sleeping every class.
Yeah.
Like, Coach Capone. That's
Capone,
what-
yeah.
So, in Capone's class, if anybody else slept in the class, he's walking up to their desk, 3 notebooks down,
Slamming the shit.
Bow, waking him up. Dude, me, he didn't even. I would just be real, straight up. Like I was. That was my senior year. We was in that
Yeah.
class. That was my first class of the morning. Shit, I was doing shit I wasn't supposed to be doing, honestly. And then I would get to school and I would sleep that whole hour. And then I would make A's and B's on the test. So like, dude, he tried waking me up like 2 or 3 times. No shot, no chance, couldn't do it. He was just like, he just eventually was like, well, he's making A's and B's. So like, I honestly, like,
Let him
what
sleep.
am I do? Let him, like, he just like, let him sleep. Dude, sometimes, I don't know if you remember, I would wake up, like, if people were being loud, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. like screaming at the rest of the class. I was like, I'm trying to fucking sleep before second period.
We in your room. Like we in your room or something.
Yeah.
Like we not at
Like, I was
school.
talking about, I'm getting the best sleep on this desk.
It's like, man, we
Yeah.
forgot where you at.
Yeah.
But no,
But A's and B's didn't get you where you at right now.
No, yeah. So like it's just like, dude, in college, then I went to college obviously, and I was rolling and doing things that I shouldn't have been doing in college, making another type of business that I shouldn't have been making. You know what I mean? Let the audience decide for themselves, whatever that means, right? Just doing shit, going to raves, going to festivals. Not that there's anything wrong with going to raves and festivals.
Right.
I still go to raves and festivals. It's always good to go and have fun and have a good time, right? But I was just doing a lot of shit that I shouldn't have been doing and all. And honestly, dude, like one day I might hand my mom probably like a $30,000 check and just be like, look, I'm sorry, I fucked off like 2 years of college, like straight up, and you paid for it, and here you go. Like I'm gonna do that for my mom one day, like as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Because like that was like straight 2 years that like I
Oh, so
just
you didn't like finish college, you just fucked it up?
no, I finished college.
Oh.
I finished college with fucking 3 degrees, and I finished college with a business degree, a minor in marketing, a minor in sociology, a minor in social sciences. But it took me 6 years. So,
Yeah, you should be a damn doctor.
that's what I'm saying, right?
This man should be a fucking doctor.
So like,
God damn.
like it took me 6 years. Like I ain't bragging or nothing, right? But like at the end of the day, I don't take back none of it because I had fun.
You this man a brain surgeon.
No, I swear. Look, I had fun. I made
God
great
damn.
connections, and I met great people. And at the end of the day, like I really wouldn't take none of the experiences back because it made me to who I am today. Like I said, like so, like once I hit that second year where I was just not doing shit, and I was just like, well, shit, like my mom's paying for this shit right now. I'm not really.
Shit, she
doing
probably
the
thought you were
best.
gonna be a career student.
I don't even know. Like, and I was just like, I'm not doing the best right now, whatever. I was like, I really do need to get my shit together. And so whenever I was just like, I kind of turned things around. Those last 2 years that I was in college, I made straight A's in every single class, and it was like nothing. And I was just like, man, I can't believe college was this easy, and I just fucked up for that long. Like, it was actually disappointing in that part. Like I said, I still don't regret any of it. But then once I graduated college, actually I was still in college, and my homie, one of my really good friends to this day, I call him, I still talk to him. I was just moved into his house, and he was like the known dealer of. He was the known dealer.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll say it. I mean, it's 2025 weed. He's selling weed, bro.
Okay.
All right. It was 20. We in 2020 right now, 2019.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be a little worse if you'd be like, oh, yeah.
No, he was fucking he was selling weed. All right. So, Kyle was watching him, whatever. I move into his apartment, like, you know, college shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not even 2 days in his apartment. Fucking dude knocks on the door. And it's like, hey, heard this. And actually, he just stopped selling. Like, he was ready to get his life together. And, like, whenever I moved in, I was kind of giving him motivation. Like, hey, bro, like, what's up? Like, what you doing right now? Like, let's get your shit right. And he was, like, stopping the drugs he was doing. He was, like, starting to get straight. And this cop knocks on the door. Don't know it's a cop. And he's like, hey, I heard this is where I could get the good stuff at. And
undercover?
Undercover. And I'm getting ready for work. And then all of a sudden... Dude, not even chat. I didn't mean to say his name, but I'm gonna say his name. He ain't gonna care. Like, he's in a way better place and making a lot of money. Chaz, shout out Chaz, you the man. You know you're doing good now. You done went through your struggles and you done made it out. And I'm proud of you to this day. Look, he's doing good. He's great. He's doing great. He's in Texas right now. He's building solar farms and shit like that with a company. He's actually like the head operator, doing really successful. But besides the point, this dude. So Chaz opens the door. He says, dog, you got the wrong fucking house. This ain't it. Like I'm telling you, he quit doing this shit, quit selling. Close the door on him. And like before he could even close the door, that cop, boom, kicks the door down. And dude, within seconds, there's 30 agents in my house. It's like in the apartment. Like I'm talking about FBI, DEA.
Oh, yeah, they've been watching.
Oh, FBI, DEA, state police. I'm talking about everyone.
Yeah, they've been watching.
I'm like, the fuck did I just get myself into? I didn't even realize was what I'm a kid. I'm like, what is going on right here?
Mm-hmm.
So they handcuffed me, they whatever. And the thing that saved us all from it was the Chaz. He was like, hey, everything in this house is mine. And I was like, real. Because everything was his.
Yeah,
and I was like, real.
So it was only right he do that.
So like they didn't even, it was me and my other buddy Reed, who was a really good friend of mine. And we were just like, we just got put in handcuffs and they questioned us. And we was like, look, we told him the truth. It was like, yeah, we kind of knew what he was doing, but he quit. Like he isn't doing the shit no more. They took pictures of us and shit. And I was just like, I hope y'all got a good shot because fuck y'all never see me again. I promise that. Like I was like serious. Like that day I was like, oh, this ain't the fucking life for me. Yeah. Like I don't want to even be around this shit. I don't even want to. I moved actually out of there and back to my like parents' house in Pierre Park. And like I took like 2 months of like living there and just getting my mind right and shit.
That was that old shit real moment.
Yeah, that was that old shit real moment where I was just like,
real life.
Yeah, like this is real life shit. I could really be, they could really fuck me, right? And so I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna be put in that situation. I'm gonna make it. I got big things ahead of me. I got big plans. And so I was like, screw that. And then I went and I applied for a few jobs, made it as like a salesman, made $75K my first year into that, and then did like almost I think like $100K the next year. And between like the few companies I was working for, and then they didn't go out on their promises that they were offering me. So then after that, I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna make my own company. I made my own company within like a night out of spite. Like just pissed off, yeah. The whole website.
Y'all doing some wild ass shit.
Website,
I mean,
website
I did
brand,
some wild shit, but not like that. Like,
website brand,
shit.
Website brand, everything. No, like
all
like
the shit we did though. All the shit we did, we never really fucking got.
No, look,
like, it was just low
just
key.
being honest with you, like how he says, like he's writing a book and shit. If I really wrote a book or made a movie out of my life, people wouldn't believe some of the shit I would put in there. I'm just being honest.
That's kind of wild.
No, people wouldn't, and I couldn't even.
That's
I couldn't even talk about it right now because I feel like
that's what puts me to write a book. I feel like, and my experiences, man, I feel like it'll help people. Let me try to help somebody.
You got kind of like a deadline type thing. You trying to?
I want it to be done by the end of this year.
Okay.
Between like the September, October, December months, I want it to be done by the end of this year. That's my goal. But it's a book and it's life. We all know how that
Well,
works.
yeah, I mean,
but I do have a goal.
yeah.
Yeah, I do have a goal. I mean, I just want to help somebody, man. And I mean,
You got kids yet?
I don't have a stepdaughter. Soon to be stepdaughter with my
Okay.
fiance. So
That's why he's saying you got family now.
Well, I
Yeah,
know
I
that.
got
Well,
a
I knew you
fa-
said
yeah, I
family,
got
but
a
I didn't know
family
what
now.
extent that meant.
yeah, I got a family now. Just like the 22nd of this month made a month I've been engaged. So I'm on the up and up. So it's different perspective of stuff now that we all
she
have.
get real. Well, I mean, it is real, but
It's
I mean,
been real, but it's getting
It-
realer.
realer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
was about
getting
to say
realer.
realer.
Yeah, it's getting realer. So
Ain't about you, just you no more.
Yeah, man. They should have given us a how-to manual after graduation, bro. Because after that, it feel like life really got real.
Oh no, life got.
Life got
I
real.
mean, not really for me, just because I took the college road and shit. But I mean, now like that I'm older and I see and all, and like I'm actually in life and all. At the end of the day, what you realize is like nobody gives a fuck about if you make it or not.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, like
right.
you got a circle of people
you
that
have to
care
think
about you
yourself.
and shit.
Like you got to put yourself in good positions. We just talking about. You just see, man, nobody stopping the money.
No,
Can't.
yeah, you
Never
got
that.
drive.
Yeah, never that. You
It's
got
about the connections you make, the networking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, what's wild, and that's what we talk about all the time. Like, look, after this,
Mm-hmm.
like, I didn't know you had a shirt company, but guess what? Now I'm gonna keep following that.
Right.
Just like all these people we
Right.
meet, you know,
Right.
I don't know, like, you don't know much about them, but it's all it's about. It's networking. It's
Right.
building that rapport with somebody to say, hey, okay, what they got going on? Then, you know, helping each other get to that next step.
Like that really intrigued me. The interaction you had with the guy saying that he got his stuff going on, y'all got y'all stuff going
know,
on,
that's
and
crazy,
now
man.
everybody's here.
Yeah.
Man, that's inspirational. That's
Well,
what
look,
I need.
what was wild about that is, you know, well, we've been knowing it for like a week or 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
we talk about, yeah. Like, it's crazy. Like, shout out Kobe.
You come jump in.
But, like,
Come jump in.
yeah, if you want to come jump in, matter of fact,
Yeah,
he come
that-
in.
that-
Right?
Excuse his look right now.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a camera on
That's
him or
inspiring.
anything.
That's inspiring, man. That's inspiring.
Style every day, brother. But
Yeah.
yeah, I have been sleeping at the office for the last 3 days.
Yeah, dude's been on his grind editing his videos.
Yeah, no,
I'm
actually, it's
telling you,
crazy.
that's
Do we have a
inspiring.
camera on him or no? Is the wide angle on him at least at minimum? All right,
Yeah, we're chilling.
all right, cool.
That's
So
inspiring,
Kobe,
bro.
no, like seriously, dude, Kobe been sleeping at the office literally like the past 2 or 3 nights. I think he slept in here, huh, on an air mattress or something.
Like, hey, funny,
Hey.
real shit. One of the guys was like, "Did he get kicked out of his house or something?" I'm like, no, he's
For
like,
real, for real.
No, yeah. No, they see him come down
Yeah.
in pajamas and like, did he like get thrown out of his house or something? I'm like, no. I was
Yeah.
like, they just do that shit.
But
that's that life, man. They
Man,
grinding on their
that's
computers,
what I'm trying
editing
to tell
their
you,
shit.
man. That's inspiring nowadays. Like what
Definitely
he
not
doing,
podcast ready.
what he doing, what a lot of the streamers doing, man. That's inspiring. That's what made me start getting more active and getting more in tune with TikTok shop, and being an affiliate seller and stuff like that. I'm looking at all the money that's able to be made. I want a piece. I'm never jealous of anybody. But I get inspired.
I'm glad that Kobe actually came in at this point right now while we're talking about
Wait, this is weird, bro. It's connecting. It's all connecting. I know what you're thinking right now.
What you about to say?
My merch, the merch convo we had.
Yeah.
Yes.
But don't be bringing up too much about it. Just
yeah,
because
don't, yeah.
Look at
we don't even have nothing in the line. You know.
Yeah.
Don't,
But no, this is what's crazy.
don't bring up too much about it.
Yeah.
Don't expose.
I moved too fast.
Yeah,
But
facts.
speak about what you was going with.
Yeah, go in that same direction, but just leave the detail out.
Okay. So with your business, you have your own merch, so you basically already have the experience on putting out clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever consider outsourcing clothes for somebody else?
That's a great question.
Like imagine setting out.
And what do you mean by that? By like as far as like you mean?
You mean a design or
no,
like
giving them supply to your suppliers and shit
Oh,
like
like
type thing.
does that? Do you mean like that, or do you mean your brand being a branch of my brand? What do you mean by like outsourcing a different company?
I'm sorry. I think he means like he would want you to be able to like use your supplier, your connections that you found, and
Oh,
be able
yeah.
to shit like that.
That's-
Yeah,
Am I
like
wrong?
what's that about?
So that's like let's say if I sell vendors, I sell my vendor, I give you a fee of $50 to $100, and I give you a list of 1 to 10.
You basically like a consultant.
1 to 10 vendors.
Okay.
And these vendors are vendors that I work with, and I know
That
they
you know they're
create-
reputable.
Correct,
Ah, okay,
correct.
okay.
So that's how that works. I mean, like I bought one before, And that's how I'm able to have so many overseas, and I know the quality is good, and I've talked
Speaking
to
of that,
them.
I'm glad you brought that
Yeah.
up. Tariffs, how that hitting
Tariffs.
yet? Is that hitting yet?
I mean,
Are they
I'll
telling
give
you some
I
shit,
give you
or
some
you-
sauce. I'm going through Pakistan right now.
Okay.
So tariffs are not
you
crazy.
got them bomb
bad.
ass shirts.
Wait, is this your own
Yeah, I
website?
got it.
Huh?
Is this your own
Shit.
website that you
Yes.
have, or is it through like a third party like Shopify?
Well, my website, I have my own website.
Okay.
My website used to.
Legendary.
I started off. I was going through Shopify.
Was it more difficult?
No, but I have more freedom.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
say that.
Okay.
Shopify is
Yeah.
very limited to
Correct.
what you can do.
Correct.
And it's
Yep.
a pain in the
Yes.
ass.
Don't they
Yep.
like also take a cut from
They
you?
do.
But wait,
And-
limited
Yeah.
is what? They specify what kind of shit you can
But I
put
kind
on?
of use Shopify though.
Right,
Like
right.
making my website, I kind of use Shopify, so I go through Shopify.
Okay.
But it's not. I don't have one of those www.us
Okay.
boom. My website is straight website, but I use Shopify on the back end to upload my clothing and set pricing and stuff like that. I use Shopify, and like, let's say I get a sale right now, it's gonna pop up on my Shopify app. So I kind of use Shopify,
Gotcha.
but it's not like they create my website or nothing like that. But I mean, back to the vendors, man, I can sell you a list of vendors right now that are good vendors. You might want a hat vendor, a shirt vendor, or pants, jogging suit vendor, a sweatsuit vendor. I've been through them. I worked on them. I know.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
And I was being gentle because like I don't want like it's like I don't know. It's like I don't want to like take your connections and you know what I mean?
I
'Cause, like,
got my
I-
own.
I know the game.
I got my
People,
own.
like, a lot of
man,
people
I'm
gatekeep,
not
you
a
know?
gatekeeper, dog. I'm
No,
not a gatekeeper.
no gatekeeping.
No, but check this out.
sitting
Check
on the
this out. We talk
podcast.
about the whole thing about networking.
Yeah.
So look, there's multiple gains from shit.
Yeah,
Right,
like
right.
I mean, how am I
You
gonna help you? if I
look,
say,
you
oh, I
basically
don't
like
know?
I would consider you like a YouTube consultant.
Right.
Because you've been
Right.
doing that area.
Give me the sauce.
right.
yeah, I
so
got you, I got
but
you, I
that's
got
what I'm
you.
saying. Like, look,
Yeah.
it works both
I'm
ways.
gonna get your number after this. I'm
I'm
gonna
with
get your
it.
number
Yeah,
after
I'm
this.
with it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
with
gonna get
it.
your number because I need the sauce on the YouTube.
Hey, look,
I know
I mean,
tons of
look.
people that-
I mean, he's experienced it already, but
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of walked into this deal today, and you kind of seen what. But look, I mean, them guys in the next room, like that's like, look, some days when I don't have some shit going on, like
Mm-hmm.
and everything's kind of, all the guys are out doing their jobs, like I'm just chilling here. Like I'll come collab with them up here, and we're just
Yeah.
like, hey, we just start
Yeah.
brainstorming shit. He knows, like we just start kicking ideas around and saying some stuff, and like some stuff, it's like. Holy
Oh,
shit!
yeah,
like I
we
put
got
him
some.
on some other shit that he like he's gonna start thinking about,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Man,
holy
that's
shit,
man,
man.
I'm
It's
telling you.
like I'm telling you, look, that's how you.
that's why I want to put myself around people like this. Who would have known? I came here and met him and got your story, and now I'm like, okay, and vice versa, and same thing. Like,
The byproduct of compounding information.
right. I'm not a gatekeeper, bro. I can't be a gatekeeper. I'm writing a book.
No, that's
So
why I
what
was
I'm
being,
gonna put in
that's
there?
the only reason I was
Y'all
being
go
gentle.
look for it yourself, or I don't have the info for y'all. I give it out,
I'll
bro.
read that. Wait, you have a book?
I'm writing a book.
Oh,
currently.
legendary.
Right,
Okay,
writing
okay,
a book.
okay.
So
You want to know what's crazy? So, my grandpa had told me a little bit of information one time. He told me this little, and he would always give me some kind of, I guess, life experience stuff. But he would also give me these kind of not so much a quote, but kind of just a bit of advice. And like, he told me one of these things that always stuck. He's like, look, when you put yourself in a certain environment long enough, eventually you become that environment. Like you adapt to that environment. So think about this. You associate yourself with 3 millionaires, chances are you will become the fourth.
And look, and I'll just be honest and just.
And look, that's crazy when you think about that.
that's,
you know,
But it's true. Because you know why? The power of networking.
Correct.
So when you network and then you're involved with, like, look, like we're talking about all this YouTube and TikTok, there's different methods and ways to do things. So when you're getting this info and you start to do it, well, guess what? And all of a sudden you're like, damn, it's starting to click. Well, no, it's not just you're not just lucky or
Right.
you're not just convenient.
Right.
It's you're putting yourself in that situation to where,
Well, even playing off of what
It's for it to happen.
well, yeah,
For it to even come out to play.
we're playing off to what he just said. Like I'll give Austin his flowers right here. So like I just experienced that like with me. Austin been putting me in some rooms with some big people, right? Like he has. Like we was just at an event where with probably like I would say probably like almost every important businessman in the Houma area.
right.
So he's been putting me in some pretty big rooms and shit, and I've been dealing with some pretty big clients and just some clients, doing some kind of throw off things that like I'm just like what, like and like almost like they trying to sharp ball me almost, and then Austin just like dude, look at what they're doing right now. Like, would you go to them and be like, hey, this is what I want for this price, and I'm gonna get it just because I'm like, would you negotiate that?
I
price
tell them
with
it's
that
not
person?
real. It's not real.
Yeah.
If they're doing that to you,
They like downplaying, almost like downplaying the services and stuff. But like what I'm getting at that is Austin knows how to read those type of people kind of better than me so far, like from a sociology side, because I'm not used to dealing with like super rich individuals. I'm used to dealing with like more middle class people, right? Starter ups, right? Things like that. Now I'm starting to get into those high dollar rooms, and we have these higher dollar clients. Like I don't think I have any clients really that's not making less than, multiple 6-figure incomes, and it's
That also comes with
some of these people.
but it's just like I said, it's
knowing
network.
your
It's
work.
simple
Yeah,
as that.
network
I mean,
and-
look,
and
people
knowing
think
your
there's,
work.
you put in the effort and you put in the time, and eventually, it seems like a struggle, and it is a struggle. But when you put in that work and you learn and look, I'm gonna use the word, but it's not like he hates when I say algorithm. I just do it because like
The audience.
the audience.
Yeah.
But no,
yeah.
when you put it in that aspect, I mean, it comes back. It's gonna eventually come back to you.
Right. Like, remember we was talking about COVID?
Yeah.
What I did for COVID, just reading and
You did the research.
and I didn't even know when I was going to use it. I just had it in my back pocket, ready to pull it out like a knife. I just had it. So it eventually played to where I needed it. And people were surprised that I knew it. Certain stuff about the business, I was able to just come out the blue and tell you exactly what you were looking for, what you needed, or how to handle a situation. And that impressed them. It was a surprise. But
So you
like
did
he-
some
like
of that
he-
consulting for people?
I did do that. I still do, but I don't have
you
I don't have a
charge?
client right now. Yeah, I'll charge a little fee per hour. But I mean, like I said, it wasn't much because I like to help people. So I mean, but I still gotta live, you know.
Yeah.
But man, I like to help people. So if anybody need
Well, at
any
the end of the day,
consultations
bro,
or anything,
like, at the end of the day, if you want to make it and you want to be big and you want to be doing these crazy things, you need to show people what you're doing
Yep.
is the best of the best. It's to the highest quality production.
Yep.
Like, look, we surprised a lot of people because guess what? I show up to events. We showed up to an event last night, me and two of my guys, and everybody else in the entire room had on dresses and suits, and we all in joggers
Yeah.
and t-shirts.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, I told
Me
one,
right now,
yeah,
bro.
I mean, I told one of them, I was like, man, I
That
feel like we
guy.
feel low. I was like, I feel like we feel low underdressed or something right now. And he was like, nah, man, y'all good. Like, y'all here to work. I was like, yeah, we at the end of the day, we really are. So people understand and stuff as far, but like, you do kind of got to stick with that vibe. And,
But no, look, I'll give you a good
Yeah.
example, okay? I had a scenario, and this is kind of crazy because it happened today.
Mhm.
So, like we said, you pride yourself on quality and customer service, right? Did a job down the bayou Monday. I get a phone call today, and one of my guys downstairs is like, hey, you got a phone call. This guy's on the phone. He's saying that one of your trucks ran through his driveway, cracked his cement, messed up his culvert, blah, blah, blah. Like, look, I mean, some of these roads we go down and some of the stuff where they want us to put these trailers or kind of whatever we do on the lift, it's a hard scenario. I mean, look, you're trying to put big pieces of equipment in little spaces. Well, anyway, long story short, one of my guys kind of made a turn and kind of did, our cranes are heavy, so he kind of put it on the edge of this dude's cement and it cracked like a
probably
2
not for
foot
that.
by 2 foot space.
Right.
All right.
cracked
No, it wasn't bad at all. Like, it just basically pushed it down a little
it. But it
bit.
cracked it.
But no, it definitely cracked it. It
Yeah.
did crack it.
You
Like,
have to pay for that.
this is the story. So look, this was crazy. Okay, like dude's cement has got a bunch of cracks in it, but that doesn't matter because look, I learned this scenario. Okay, this is what happens. It don't matter how many cracks or how shitty dude's cement looks.
It's about the one you did.
It's about the one I did. Because you know what he's gonna say?
Yeah,
Well,
no
look, they
way.
wrote on that, and my company tore up his cement.
And guess what? He
So look,
better
but
not
this
go
is
leave
what's
no
crazy.
less than a 5-star review because he better fix that cement.
No, so look, this is what's crazy. So the guy gets on the phone, and you never know how. Look, I've had people like, y'all better come out here and fix my fucking shit, blah, 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 and like demanding. I'm like, whoa, time out, hold up.
What happened? What's the scenario? What's going
Yeah,
on?
so, but this guy, look, kudos to him. He was very nice. He was an older fella. He was probably, I think he said he was 86, 87. He was like, look, man, he's like, I'm not really
Bro,
trying to complain.
Bro's an old one.
But, well, no, he's like, look, I'm really not trying to complain, but then here comes the complaining, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's wrong? He's, well, look, man, your truck. He's like, look, it's really not that bad. But he's like, look, if I wasn't 80-something years old and I could get out there myself, I just fix it and not even worry about it. He's like, but I can't do that no more. And I was like, look, I respect that. I mean, look, bottom line is, I said, let me go assess the situation and let me see what's what. So I went out there, looked at it. I mean, it's obvious. You see you see the crane, you see the tracks.
Yeah.
Shit went. You see Miss broke. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, it happened. So I told one of my guys, got back to the shop, I said, listen. I said, first I wonder who did it. So I found who did it. I'm like, damn. He's like, well, dude. He's like, the scenario's around. We turn around. I didn't mean to. Blah blah blah. It's not that bad. I said, no, it don't matter. The guy's gonna say, I don't want nobody gonna bash me around town saying, hey, you tore up my shit.
Yeah,
blah blah blah. I don't care. No, dude. We went. I think we fixed it for like $100, maybe if $100. Not even that. Like it was probably less than that. But we went form it up. Put some rebar in it. Cut his semen out. Repatched it up and smoothed it out. I mean, I had him go fix it.
Yeah.
But I did that because, like I said, I want that. Look, when I build, and that goes, well, look, when you build a brand, you don't want any little thing to tarnish that brand. So, look, people talk. What's the quickest way to get around? Word of mouth.
Word of mouth. People do not.
Look, one person says, "Oh man, all they do is tear up people's shit." Then it goes and goes. Before you know it, you got a mob after you. Like, oh yeah, look, they just tear shit up.
You got a mob after you, but no customers want to work with you because of this, that, and third.
Right. But you know what's crazy? So look, and this is kind of on the flip side. Another scenario.
Sounds like people skills are essential.
Dude, it's wild.
Very.
No, it's wild. Listen, and you got to know how to handle it.
Very.
So look, this is what's wild. We had another scenario. We went in the yard, like, so this was for the actual cut. Like, but see, this is the tricky part of that one. That guy had nothing to do with the project we did. We did a project across the street. So it's not like I could say, oh, well, yeah, in our clause, like our cranes are heavy. Cause like we have that in our clause. Like our cranes are heavy. So any damage to it when we bring them on your property, we're not responsible for concrete. Now we do the obvious mitigations to try to avoid that. But sometimes you can't avoid it. It's just heavy. But I can't do that. This guy had nothing to do with it. It was just, he was caught in the crossfire of one of my guys backing up and tearing something up. So anyway, I fixed it. Another story, we're actually on the property of the person's house that we're putting up. Well, I get a message on Facebook. Like, I can't believe blah, 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 blah. Like going after me. I'm like, whoa, time out. Like, why would you not just like it was a mess. It was a direct message like, blah, 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 but I was at that job. So like, I told it's understood. Like, dude, and when we were putting up this thing, it was raining. So everything's a slop hole. It's just muddy. It's nasty. I mean, it was just a disaster to work in to begin with. Well, we do the job, we leave. They're like, my yard is trashed. No, you know what it is? They wanted some dirt. I mean, that's what they needed, some dirt. So look, I'm gonna get them. I got them like 2 truckloads of dirt.
Don't you want to take it off of your property?
I don't remember what I did. I might have I got a guy that.
He's got a guy.
I got a guy that. No, I got a guy.
got a guy.
Hey, look, I'll shout him out. I'll shout him out, Ramsey Lee Red. If anybody needs some dirt, go get Lance Ramsey. Always hook me up.
Dirt guy.
No, seriously. Like I've used him a few times when. Like these scenarios come up a good bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I just had a guy down there. Look, it's the same. Like, look,
I was like,
God, but it happens. Like, look, these cranes are heavy. We get in off-road positions and we only look, and we got to fix the dirt. But, I'll call him up. I'm like, hey, man, you got a dump truck in the area? And he's like, yeah, I got one. I'm like, look, can you go drop off this or some limestone or whatever else we mess up? But, I mean, it just happens. It comes with the territory. But the whole point behind that is you need to... you gotta, if you're gonna build that brand, you gotta back the brand up.
Type shit.
Because look, I said, word of mouth.
At all costs.
Did you have any of those struggles, like as far as like, did you ever have like customers complain with something like, did you not ship stuff out on time or get things out whenever you say you would, or drop something that wasn't supposed to get dropped? Like,
I'll say one, because I think it was a hurricane coming one time. And about the post office.
Okay, yeah.
So I was shipping stuff out, and I usually, it's me and maybe 1 or 2 other people who usually ship. We'll ship next day. If I drop right now, tomorrow I'm packaging up stuff at the post office, shipping it out. So I shipped the stuff out, but it just so happened that in between that time, we got the alert. Oh, I can't remember what hurricane it was. Hurricane coming, bad weather coming. All that closed down. So I started getting messages about the package and when it was coming because the hurricane did do a little bit of damage.
Right.
And it lasted a couple of days after, 2 or 3 days after. So they were still looking for their package, and because they know I give good customer service and I ship next day. So they can have it 2-3 days max. They're going to have their product. But I mean, as far as the quality of my clothing, nah. Because I get samples before I get any bulk order. I get samples. I have samples at the crib right now. I'm going to wash it 4, 5, 6 times just because I haven't even
Test it
worn
out.
it. Just to see if will it rip. It's gonna get a hole under the armpit if I wash it one, 2 times.
Austin
man.
almost got screwed over because I was actually getting some shirts for him, and I guess it is okay. So,
Oh, yeah, hold up. Time out. Don't say we. I didn't. No.
So me, I was getting him some shirts, and I was using a guy that we just found, and like he was actually like really cheap, and that's why
That's
it
what
goes.
you went wrong
It
right
was
there.
cheap, and he made the shirt or whatever, and Austin like took it. Well, it came out good. The original shirt looked good.
Fire. Like I don't like a lot like
the
this.
shirt looked fire. Everything looked good on it, but then Austin washed it like
Twice.
and then it started ripping up apart. And
Yeah, I wasn't here for it, but like, did he explain any of his process at all?
no, not yet, really. Not you. Didn't,
Yo, wait, can we get into that? Because I feel like there's a lot of people that really want to start like their own clothing company and brands. Like, what's like the best advice for like beginners?
So
Finding vendors, quality of
what
shirts,
would be like your
all
what would
that
be like
shit.
your I guess like what you would want to say, Kobe, like your first 5 steps, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah. Like, what's your first 5 baby steps of this whole process for the beginners?
So for a beginner, first I'm gonna give you first 5 baby steps. One would be to what's the name of your what you gonna call it?
Right,
Don't just call it anything.
right.
From what I learned from a previous podcast, you want some sort of storytelling.
Spread some message.
Have a meaning behind it.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not a message, just have a meaning behind it.
Gotcha.
You don't want to never have, oh, what's the name of your, why you call it that? And you're like,
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Right.
I saw it on a
right.
commercial on TV or something like that. Nah,
Okay.
you want to have a story, have a meaning behind it.
Okay.
That's number one. That's
Number
the most
one.
important because that's gonna be your attention seeker. Number 2, you want to get your LLC.
Ooh,
Get your LLC,
Whoa.
get your EIN.
this caught me unexpectedly. Okay.
If
okay.
we starting a business, we gonna start it right.
Right.
So get your LLC, get your LLC, get your EIN number.
Okay.
That's officially
But then
creating your
also,
business.
with that, you also have to get that other number because you're selling shit, right? That sales tax code or whatever it is.
Well, your EIN covers that.
Oh, it does.
But you have to get that code if let's say if I have my own T-shirts, I'm going to a manufacturer, a big company, and get my own 1,000, 2,000 T-shirts. That's a whole different.
yeah.
So I don't.
Well, even what you're saying right now with like the LLC and the EIN and stuff, dude, we done had. I can't even tell you how many rappers come in this studio and like we're like doing some stuff for them, and I'm like, yeah, so like we y'all putting y'all stuff on, how y'all making money? Yeah, we doing this, we doing. I was like, all right, y'all have an LLC, so like y'all can write off some of this other stuff. What's an LLC?
Because nobody's teaching anybody.
That's why I'm telling you number 2. That's
Right.
that's because your name is going to go on your LLC. So your name first, then your LLC. Get that squared off because IRS will come get you. If you start
Right.
making a lot of money and you're not right, they're going to come get you. They're
Right.
going to kill everything.
Okay.
Once
Fuck
you-
the IRS.
I
here
agree.
you go.
I agree.
See,
I agree.
Nah, he about to look.
That's
He
the
about to get.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's about to
Am I
get.
running?
He's about to get. He's about to get serious audited now.
Hey, Sean, cut
Okay.
that.
They
Cut
gonna look for. They gonna look
Cut
for
that,
him.
Sean.
They gonna look for him. But that's number 2. Number
Alright.
3. Number 3.
Number 3,
Create your website.
create the website.
Get your good creator.
Okay.
You're gonna spend some money because somebody can't create it for you for $30.
Right.
But
What you spend on your website?
what I spent on my website,
I just want to know because we build websites. What you spend on yours? I'm gonna tell you if they gypped you or not.
Competitive price. Let's see.
Let's see. And then what they built
I
it
don't
on?
want to lie
Yeah, I
to
got
you, no,
fucked
Nick.
on mine.
I don't
No,
want to
I'm
lie
just
to you, Nick. I don't even want to lie to you.
No
because
Cap City.
That was incorporated into, so it was AI marketing. Aisha and Elaine, my sister and her friend,
Okay.
did my marketing.
They kind of build the website
They
stuff
did the
for you.
website
then,
and the marketing, so
Okay,
it was
okay,
all
okay.
into one.
Shout out to the
So
fam.
I can't even
No,
give
yeah,
you.
yeah, no, don't even know.
Right.
It was sister-in-law prices, right? Instead of brother-in-law prices. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I didn't want that. I didn't
You
want
paid
that.
them full?
Man, I
Whatever,
paid them
whatever?
full because they were starting their
you don't have
business.
to, well, it's your family, so I don't even want you to expose their numbers or nothing. Right?
I mean, it's not
See, if
exposed.
Nick was in the
It's-
family,
hey,
he'd
look,
give discount.
I'm not exposing it. That's promo.
Oh yeah, website.
Number
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
Number 4. You just gotta test manufacturers.
Okay, so this is what I was interested about. I wanted to know, like,
See,
your
man,
experience.
we need a camera on fucking Kobe right now. No. We're not gonna pause nothing. No, keep it. No, keep it.
You go sit on daddy's lap.
I was about to say.
Gosh, dude, Kobe's always best shit, bro.
Dude dressed like he ready for Santa Claus.
Bro, I'm always ready for it, dude. I swear, this is. I literally go eat at expensive restaurants like this, dude. This is literally my.
Oh no! Look,
legit.
listen, my fiance, bro, and we're gonna keep this. We're actually gonna roll with this, honestly. But my fiance, she'll tell me like, Nick, we can't go in there. You dress like this. Bullshit, I can't go in there and dress like this. Watch me go in there. Dude, I went in Nobu dressed like that, like this exact outfit on, and with a big t-shirt.
Everybody's always fucking with me because I wear Crocs. Like, I ain't wear Crocs in a while, but like,
And
yeah, he used to. I'm like, yeah,
Man,
I'm fucking.
Nah, like, look, I'm going to spend.
Comfort,
I'm
man,
going to spend a
comfort, man.
fucking bill. I'm gonna wear whatever I want to be comfortable in there, and I don't care if you got a dress code. You got a dress code, and you don't want to let me in. All right, don't accept my money that night. That's cool. I'm gonna go give my money to the next best person.
as if you were broke.
Well, you got that dude hype.
That's
now.
that. No, that is that
but,
is.
but no, but that's
You
what
had to
no.
make it.
I'm just saying. I'm just being real though. Like I get it, and I get the dress code policy in some places, and like I'll agree with it. Like on Valentine's Day, I'll dress nice for it. You know what I mean?
Is there a word for that, dude? You know how like there's like sexist? Is there a thing for like, you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Kind of like for people that like dress up like this, but they got it, but like, you know what I mean? I'm just throwing shit out there. I'm just kind of curious.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a
about
word
that
for it,
one.
but all
Yeah,
I-
I'm a
what
brokest.
you do, you know?
I
mean,
don't. I see. I don't know about that one.
All I know
You
is
talking about the
that
brokest.
if I'm ready, if I'm spending money,
Are we
in your
good?
establishment. Oh yeah, no, we're still rolling. But if I'm spending money in your establishment, that's all gonna be in the thing. We're not cutting that
Okay.
out. Yeah, if I'm spending money in your establishment, I'm gonna wear whatever I really want and wherever I'm comfortable in. I ain't gonna wear nothing derogatory or nothing. You know what I mean? But like
Right.
at the end of the day, like I'm gonna be comfortable. If I'm
Wear what
going to
you
spend $500 on a meal. And guess what? I wore a big t-shirt, these joggers, and these shoes, and I went in at Nobu, and I spent, I think it was like $350 or something that night, and I had the best meal, and ain't nobody said a fucking word about my outfit.
Don't ruin my vibe.
And Taylor was like, they're not gonna let us in. They're not gonna let us in. I was like, baby,
He talking about baby.
I've had these experiences.
That'll do
That's
that.
facts.
they're gonna let us in.
What was your
Yeah,
question
yeah,
about?
so basically that's probably the most interesting question that I've been waiting for is like your experience on finding the right vendor, matching the quality. Like how many tries did it take? Like, this shirt's ass. Next. This one's ass.
Or even ones that you did, like even ones that you did that you made and didn't sell.
Ooh,
countless-
because my experience,
countless
not even
times.
trying to rant that long, but like I've been creating videos for 10 years and it just started paying off. So like that's why I'm interested on knowing this.
Countless times. Me just ordering samples. Make sure you order samples.
Like, do you got that
Okay.
box in the closet that's full of shirts that you ain't fucking with?
Damn.
Yeah. Like at this point, it's time for me to. My fiance tell me all the time, like, it's time for me to go get a storage unit. Just because I have stuff. I have a drawer, two
Y'all
drawers
get a
stacked on
storage
top of
unit, y'all
each
get a
other.
bigger house.
We gonna talk about that after. Hey, look, we gonna go half on it, me and you.
Hey, look, when he get home, she could be like, oh, well, I'll say not right away because it's not live, but when
When she
the
see it,
episode
when she
come
see
out,
it,
you heard
Nick-
him.
Nick was
You
right,
heard him.
Nick
We
was
better
right.
get a bigger house.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
said
right.
that.
She really was. She gonna say, "Oh, he owned us something." He owned
Yeah,
us
you hear
something.
that?
But she was saying a storage unit just because she didn't want me to fill the whole room. But I have stuff, man. It as far as the sample process, bro, countless times. But what did help me to stop me from getting so many samples of stuff that was trash
Right.
was buying that vendors list.
Mm.
I kind of put a little more faith.
But this is I'm gonna take it even a step further. How did you build this vendors list? Did you get on Fiverr? Did you?
Well, no,
get
that's
on
what he was
whatever?
saying.
No,
That's what
yeah,
he's
no.
saying,
So
networking.
that too, and
No.
I'm following on Instagram. Different, of course.
So
Different.
that's how you're doing it. Following Instagram. I thought I wanted you to tell me, hey, bro, I flew to Pakistan.
No, indeed.
Why?
And I met this guy.
And you know what be going on in Pakistan?
didn't
Other
need
than
to,
obviously
right,
shirts.
right.
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, they probably got some bad shit, man. I don't know if they got
Probably
bad shit.
because landmines
But yeah,
and
but
shit
I
like
don't know,
that.
but
I'm
like-
sure
but
that's-
like,
I was waiting for you to say something like that, like,
no, I didn't
Yeah,
fly to
Pakistan,
Pakistan.
bro.
I didn't fly to Pakistan, but I who made these shirts that we have on right now, Inkwell Press in New Orleans. They're a big company. They produce for a lot of people. I went there. I was able to touch the fabric, see the fabric, see them making the t-shirts. Say, okay, what type of shirt is this? Shocker wear. Oh, it's a thick cotton. The neck is never gonna shrink. What type of shirt is
That's
this?
why-
That's
what I've been waiting.
I didn't have to go to
for us.
Pakistan for that.
So, but look, this is what I'm. But on top of that, though, on what I'm what are they able to do whatever you want? Because like we're in a process and we're trying to make a brand, not really like a brand, but like we're trying to make some clothing products that fit our companies, Marsh Media, Lone Wolf, and Alpha Wolf, and then also the Wolf Den. Obviously, we'll be selling merch on the Wolf Den pretty soon, guys. So y'all be ready for that. But
as far as Pakistan, you just gotta go with as many details. You got as many details as possible.
Well, no, but what?
And that's why you get samples, Nick, so you can see that whatever you gave them is that according to your plan or how you wanted it.
But
you
what
touch it.
What
you
I'm
feel
saying
it.
is how marked up are their prices though compared to if you would go to somewhere like China
Sample,
or Pakistan or Taiwan.
a sample could be $50.
That's what I'm saying. That's expensive on a sample.
To me, it's not because
I'm not into that game, so I don't know.
So that sample could be.
Yeah, but what he's saying is that
or it could be good.
But hear him out, though. I know what he's saying.
Yeah,
I know what you're getting at.
that-
So that $50 he spent could save him hundreds of thousands
Correct.
of dollars when he bikes a big
Yeah,
order.
I see what you're
Instead of
saying
me
on that
spending
aspect,
$1,500 to $2,000 on a
To figure out he's got 2,000 shirts.
Yeah,
and a
that's
half.
trash. Right,
He's got
right.
maybe
That's
one
gonna
ass
shrink.
shirt.
That's gonna shrink and
All
that's
right.
gonna rip.
So building
Losing
off
$50
so-
versus thousands.
Yeah, that's
Right,
what I'm saying. So
yeah.
that $50 to me ain't nothing.
So building off of that, so do you?
And he ain't got a fly to pack.
Thank you.
Well-
I'm not trying to go out there.
are you buying all of your product before you sell, or are you making them by order?
That pre-order, I never like pre-order because, like I told you earlier, I ship next day. I don't like to make my
No,
customers.
Right,
not even a pre-order, but like don't make it a pre-order, but make it like a hey, this is dropping this day, and if you don't have your orders in by whatever day, then it's it's closing out. Like
It's a pre-order.
Yeah, that's still a
that's what it is.
pre-order.
Yeah, it's a pre-order.
Okay.
So like,
I'm not in game.
Yeah,
I ain't game.
so that's why
We're learning the
I hate.
game,
I
yeah.
don't hate pre-order. I see why they do it, but I don't like to do it because I like you order.
Yeah,
you,
so
you
it's
sit
to
down
cut the
spending-
inventory out.
Right,
That's why
you
they
sitting
doing it.
down spending your hard-earned money right here and supporting me. I want you to have that product as soon as possible. I don't want you to have to wait a month or two to get it. You forgot about it, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, I want to wear it to the event.
Yeah, you're not
a
Temu.
month- Right. Thank
Shit,
you. Thank
Temu,
you.
you get that bitch in like 2
Yeah,
weeks.
you'll forget
3
you ordered
weeks.
it. I want my
They show up
customer
at
to
your house
be able
like
to
you're like, damn.
get that, and I still to this day, I still do drop-offs. If it's local,
If it's local or
I'm going. Look,
Hey,
hey,
speaking
look,
of-
hey, I'm gonna bring it to you. I'll be there tomorrow morning. If you home, I'm gonna be there. Still go bring it to. I want you to get my product as fast as possible.
Hey, this was kind of funny. And I
You know who do that?
What?
Fashion Nova, and they make billions.
They do that?
Fashion Nova do next day shipping.
Oh,
That's
that,
crazy.
yeah, when they
And
But
how
not-
much
but
you
they
appreciate
ain't
that?
got-
Like
they
I
ain't
just
got
ordered it
you get that,
yesterday
they ain't got
at
the
12 o'clock.
They ain't got the owner of the company go and drive to his local.
That's not the
you
point.
know what I'm
Like you
saying?
said about that cement customer
Well,
service.
no. What was the crazy thing? Look, when you're excited about getting something, what you wanted, you want it right
You
there.
want it
You
right
wanna
there
wait
and
3
now.
weeks.
Thank you.
Look, going back to forgetting what you order, I used to have a buddy in college, dude. We had these parties, these camp parties. He gets so fucked up. And he's like, he's sitting inside on TV, like looking at all these infomercials and shit. I'm like, what are you watching? Like, he's like completely fucked up. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, nothing, dog. Look at this. Check this out. You know what? Dude, the next week, he would have all these packages show up to his house. He ordered all the shit. Like, every time there was like, he'd just sit up.
Week is
You
too
see
long
it
for
and
me,
order
bro.
it.
Listen, dude. Honestly,
Dude,
like,
he would just be ordering shit. Packages
You
would
don't-
show up at his house and
you
just
don't-
like,
he-
oh, get the scrub daddy or whatever. It's fucking dumbass shit.
Yeah.
Like, we just show up at it for
And he
$19.99.
didn't even know. He like,
Austin's saying that, but like if like I'll put it to you like this, I done had a fucking golf simulator in my house, so like on that
Yeah,
level-
but that's a planned purchase.
no, it
You
wasn't.
don't do-
It wasn't.
Oh.
It was like we saw this thing on Facebook Marketplace, and we are like, "What? He's selling like a $14,000 golf simulator with the screen and everything. He's only selling it for like $8." Bet we jumped on that like white on rice, boy. We jumped, boy. We went on that, like
That's dope,
so, like,
though.
but like I can kind of see where you do because like I be doing that sometimes. Like I'll order something off of Amazon.
Impulse purchase.
Oh, I forget I bought
And then
it.
you go on the internet and you're like, oh, wow, there's this one for $2,000.
Right. But that
Been there,
sample
done
process
that.
is important.
Right.
And as far as sample, you got to have a design. I'm not sure if you want to do your own design or you have somebody to do your design.
But the design, that's where I was
I
getting at.
outsource.
Can you not because the people that I was trying to get things done with, they couldn't even. I wanted some like my logo done on the side right here. Whatever they was telling me that they couldn't even put my logo on the side of the shirt.
Well, because it's who they're dealing with. Like,
Yeah.
certain,
Well, yeah, I know.
it's certain
people can
custom
do certain-
machine. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But,
But
like, that's why I'm
as
saying
far as my
I want to
design-
fly somewhere. Or can the company in New Orleans do it?
Yes.
They can do. If I tell them, hey, I want this here, and then I want a little patch here, and a custom thing that says 1 out of 500 on my tag, they'll be able to do all of that.
I promise you they will, Nick.
Bet.
I promise you they will.
And what's the price look like on that?
It's going to cost because
gonna
look
cost?
at the quality. These shirts, I have a shirt that I wear to the gym. This is a new one that I just pulled out, but these shirts are great quality.
Yeah.
I've washed it so many times and the color still pops.
What material is that?
This is not Shaka Wear. It's the one
It's
under
goat.
Shaka Wear. I'm
Okay.
not sure of
I don't know.
the
Is that what
exact
fact-
And what
material.
about the
Yeah, it's kind
But
the
this
design?
is
Is
screen
that-
Says
print.
goat.
This is
Screen
screen print.
print?
Yeah, this is
Whatever
screen print.
kind
Okay,
of
okay,
was.
This is
okay.
screen print.
Cheap,
So
wool.
this it takes so many washes for this to come
What is
off.
this, like a polyester? Is it 50-50?
It's 50-50. It won't shrink. It won't shrink at all. So, and like as far as me and this design, I wish I would have had my notebook with me. I hand draw my designs, and they don't be Picasso's. It's it's what I want. I do three diamonds, and I want 23 right here, and I send it to my person who want to do my design. Hey, I want it like this.
And then they
so
come
they
up
have
with
a
the yeah.
right. So I'm not just sitting there or texting them or on the phone with them like, I want a shirt for championships. I want a ring, but I don't know where I want it all. Like I want to give you as much direction as I could because I have it in my head. I can see it in my head. I just can't see it in real life yet.
Okay.
And the same thing with your samples or your overseas vendor. I give them so much detail. I'm talking about to the T that I give detail. And they send me that sample back. And majority of the time, my sample is gonna be an extra shirt. I'm gonna use it for a photo shoot because it's exactly how I want it. Because I gave them so much detail.
That's what I was saying though. Like that's why I'm getting back. Like this is what I'm gonna keep on going back to until I get a full picture of it. That like, how is it? Is it not more feasible and more beneficial and financially feasible for you to literally take a $300 trip to China, Asia, somewhere, Taiwan, anywhere, Pakistan, wherever?
Not anymore.
Well, like,
I don't have to.
but
You can.
But just being honest with you, that company in New Orleans, where do you think they're getting theirs from? So what you're doing is you're going to that company in New Orleans and you're paying a marked up price on what they got to supply for you from those people whenever fuck that middleman in New Orleans. Not
Yeah,
fuck them.
that's true.
Not fuck them
That's
because
true.
like I might
It is true, but guess
I
what?
might really go. I might go out
Okay,
to
I get it.
understand.
So they're
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
they
understand
are.
what you're saying.
But no, it's all doing the same thing. Look, it's a convenience.
I understand what you're
thing.
saying. I totally understand what you're saying.
what they did probably in New Orleans was they were able to afford enough stock and they went and take these trips to China. They did that.
They did the legwork.
They went to China.
They
and did it.
streamlined it.
So that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm getting at. I think there's so much more room for you to make so much more profit because I know you're saying you're going to be paying that high dollar price whenever you can go to somewhere in China or somewhere where they're making this stuff and where they're sourcing it from already. And you say, hey, I want this, and that. And they'll be able to pull up all that for you right then and there. They'll be able to make something for you within that day probably because that's how they roll.
But I know China, if I did take a trip anywhere, they would only be able to give me the material. Inkwell Press makes the design. So they'll be able to give me 1,000.
You can.
Nah.
You don't need Inkwell
So
Press. to make-
these designs come from. That's what I'm trying to say.
all right.
China can't. I never had a China manufacturer.
So look, designs, that ain't nothing. You come to a company like mine and you say, hey, this is what I have an idea for. Put it on a shirt for me. 10-4. All right, this is what it's gonna
How your
cost.
quality gonna be?
Huh? What you mean with the quality?
I'm
I'm gonna give you a 3D render of that bitch.
I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a 3D.
No, he's not making
so-
the shirt. He's just making the artwork.
I'm gonna make.
okay.
I'm gonna make whatever you draw on paper come to life. My animator, my graphic designers, they're gonna whatever you draw up, they're gonna make.
So
it
you
come
can
to-
make designs.
Yes.
I contact it in there.
We'll make the design and then
Yeah.
you. I hate to say it, but they're a middleman. So at the end of the day, don't go to that company in New Orleans, dude. Go look on TikTok right now. They are all over. China is literally posting all of the tea right now.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
contact me directly. Why are you not doing that right now?
Because I built connections with my people in Pakistan.
Okay, so that's cool. So you got them people.
I got
so,
good people.
So,
But if
okay,
they fail, I
so
will
now
do
you're
that.
going through Pakistan though.
Mhm.
But so why are you still using this company in New Orleans?
Because I like the quality that they produce on the screen print, and I build a connection
But
with
is
them
it
too.
not killing your? Is it not killing your profit margins?
Not really, because I make sure I put that in the budget.
Okay.
I'm not just going out on the whim and say, give me $350 of the shirts, and they give me a crazy
how much
price.
you selling? How much your average shirt goes for?
My average, I can't even give you an average because it's based on how much that shirt costs to make.
was the last 2 drops? How much? The last 2 drops. How much was the most expensive shirt? How much was the
So if I was
cheapest
to buy
shirt?
this extra large shirt right here,
This one, $40.
what?
That shirt was maybe 20, 25.
Yeah, this is busy though.
one.
This got the color.
Yeah,
they
yep,
got
and
the
the
color,
screen
yeah.
print in front and back, and
And I would feel like a
Yeah.
little bit better material too.
yeah,
This material, I would
so
wear
that's
to the gym.
That's your everyday shirt.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
wear
your
this to
throw on.
gym,
I wear
yeah.
mine to the gym. These like I can put on the outfit with this type of shirt right here and
Yeah, it's
wear it
clean.
like that. Right.
Right.
So it just depends on what type of shirt I'm making as I'm gonna base my price on and how much I spend on it. Because I'm not gonna shortchange myself.
Right.
Like I said, I'm sitting here drawing the designs, and I gotta go to Pakistan, go on WhatsApp in Pakistan, and I gotta go to New Orleans, or
That's
I gotta
crazy.
work
How long
for
ago
it.
We
you
use
dropped this
WhatsApp. WhatsApp to talk to people.
WhatsApp is crazy. Are you wait for
End
real?
of last year, I dropped that shirt, and we did numbers
well
on
with
it.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
It's
got
like
a
a
bulk
text
order. I
messaging
got.
app.
I think I got.
I mean, look, I'm not looking for like exact numbers
Rory,
or,
you wear everybody
or
get
like
a camera?
revenue wise. I'm just like how many
Rory.
shirts would you say you kind of
The camera?
those
so-
shirts, I got.
No other one? No batteries?
I want to say 250 to 300 of those shirts,
Oh shit.
just because of that quality was good, and I like the shirt and the meaning behind it with everything in it. I probably got like 250 or 300 shirts of those, and now I'm down to like I don't have no more. What it is extra large or 2X's, and I have a few mediums left. Majority of my sizes are small.
At the end of your
Right,
Yeah, cool.
right. So I'm making everything back from those shirts.
Nice.
And like I said, man, you just gotta base your price off of how much you spend on it. I'm not gonna spend $20 and sell a $25 shirt
Right.
to make a $5 profit. That's just not gonna. That ain't gonna work.
Not feasible.
Right. That I can't live off that, survive off that. So, but I sit down and do everything after each drop or design or sample. How much is this? They making me? It costing me to make this shirt $14. Okay, I got to put in shipping. How much is it gonna cost me to ship the shirt? Okay, my time and efforts, because time costs. I'm gonna add that into it too. Okay, shirt $10 or $14. I might sell it for 30 like that. And I like to put it to a price to where my subscribers and my fan base and my close customers who I have on my text list, I might give them a deal. Boom, give them a deal to where it's good enough for
Yeah.
them and me as well. So we all winning.
But that's also
So-
an incentive to become a subscriber. You
Yeah,
get
right.
them deals.
Correct. And you get I do every drop, I do early bird release. So you get 24 hours of free shipping or free shopping with nobody else on the website to have to, wait on it or wait on nothing. You get 24 hours to go shop and get whatever you want
So
first.
That's an
have-
interesting method.
You have drops that like sell out.
I've had at this point I had 3 drops that sold out. It was one was a reflective shirt, a neon green shirt with a reflective gold mines and a definition of gold mines on the front. The second one was a unisex, men and women, 2 different colors, a black and a gray sweatsuit, like winter sweatsuit. And I could put you on game from that. That was a steal.
What would be like?
Hold on, let me tell you about
Wait.
this sweatsuit.
I want to hear that too, but did y'all get through the 5
Yeah,
things?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no,
yeah,
that
pretty
was
much.
5 or that was 4?
I thought it was 4.
That was 4 or 5.
Was it testing vendors? I think it was, and then so I think we're on 5.
And your fit, first order, see what's their minimum quantity that you can get.
Okay.
Get that minimum. Get that and try to
Yeah,
see.
so like don't overshoot it.
Don't get 200 and 300
Don't say, "Oh, yeah,
and,
I'ma
and
get
you
it."
just come out the gate and can't even get off. You sold 50 or 10 and you got so many shirts and now you're just you have to lower the price so low to where you're just basically giving it away.
Right.
Get their minimum and deal with that.
So what would you think is like the starting investment for someone starting a business like this?
So if you're gonna outsource from Pakistan or wherever,
Right.
they usually do 50 minimum, 50,
Okay.
50 shirts, which is good because you got to have small through extra large 2X.
Okay.
So that's about 5 shirts per size, 5 or so shirts per size. That'll give you enough room to be able to sell to each.
Is that
size of
what what
person.
you started off at? Like,
Yes, indeed.
So where you at now?
I mean, I just said
250.
250 to 300. Like I'm getting shirts now.
So when you outsource this for Pakistan stuff, like, are you like who are you going through? Like somebody direct? Like are you calling them over there? Like
WhatsApp.
Oh, what's that?
Video and
I was
text
wondering.
messages
So
on
like
WhatsApp.
that's. I was wondering how
Yeah,
the best. Like
WhatsApp.
if,
That's what Kobe was asking me.
Oh, I didn't
too,
realize
what
that's what you
WhatsApp
said.
was, and it's just like a text messaging app, like
Yeah.
weird shit. Like actually, I met a dude. In the Bahamas, and he was on WhatsApp. He was
Through
he
the
was like
WhatsApp.
He was trying to get me to like get some shit from him or whatever. Like he met me on the beach or whatever. I was like, yeah, dude. He was like, yeah, get my WhatsApp. I was like, no, I don't fucking got no WhatsApp.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's the only reason
I was about to
use
buy.
WhatsApp.
So I seen this thing on the marketplace. It was these cool, obviously I guess it picks up what you into or whatever. But I was talking about cranes, and so I seen some stuff with these. I don't know if you've seen them, but these RC cranes have been coming up. I wanted one because I was like gonna get one for the shop and display it in the lobby. But dude, they're big.
You talking about like you control it? Like,
Yes, but look, dude, it picks up like some weight. Like they pick up 50, 60 pounds to 100 pounds with these little RC car, like the RC cranes. So like I hit the dude up.
They start delivering us food.
Wait, I hit
crazy.
the guy up on the deal. You know what he tells me? I said, hey, give me a price on this thing because this is pretty badass. $15,000. I said, yeah, oof. That's a much for
Yes,
RC
indeed.
crane. But hey, it's got like probably, I don't know, 20 something foot of fucking boom, like a normal crane. Like you can scope it out, you can pick shit up and like swing it around. I'm like, it'd be fun to play around with it.
It is cool.
Yes, it drives around. Yes, it's like I'm gonna show you after the deal, but I'm like,
Can we
dude,
get this thing?
It's wild. Like, yeah, I'll probably end up ordering one like one day.
Yeah.
Dude,
you ever,
like,
you ever saw those
15,000.
trucks, like those big trucks like that?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's
Like
all
a
remote
real
control
truck.
shit.
Right.
But like
a
if you
real
dive
truck.
down that rabbit hole, that kind of shit, like it's wild.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's your 5.
That's my 5. So I guess like out of all if you had to include all your 5 steps, you think like let's say your average Joe Schmo working at like, I don't know, Smoothie King right now, he's like trying to save up, he's trying to start a clothing business. Like, what do you think it'll take? You think he can get away with like 1,000, like initial investment, 2,000 initial investment?
Not even 2,000.
Yeah, 500 initial.
1,000.
Yeah. Okay.
You can do 1,000 or 500 because
Okay.
your first 50 shirts shouldn't cost that much.
Okay.
And the rest, only other things you have to pay for will be your LLC and EIN.
So did you find an audience first, or did you create the product first?
Well, with me, like I was telling Nick, I had a small little audience just from people knowing of me just dressing and having a nice clothes, a nice demeanor.
Oh shit, that's
So
clean. I want it.
right. So
Okay.
once I started with my own clothing line, it's like, okay, my audience was there to see it.
Mhm.
Now it still took some marketing and making good quality content, videos and photo shoots for them to be
Right.
able to convince them or like,
Okay.
let me buy that. But the audience, I already had the audience there just out the gate.
Right.
So
I got an interesting question. Like if you had to, like obviously both of them help multiple channels of selling it works, but if you had to say your website versus TikTok, where your most sales come from as far as just clothing line?
I like that question.
Yeah, I see.
Because like,
Well, no, I'm curious because
I like that question because like a lot of companies
But listen,
struggle
this
with
is-
getting traffic to their website.
well, this is what I'm going to tell you, and this is why I want to know, and I'm going to give you the chance to answer. But so people
you
get
give-
to
you give
people
them the
get to
chance?
see
you give them the chance to answer.
What? No, I didn't give him a chance yet. No. But
Yeah,
I
I want-
just,
go- I want- yeah,
no,
go
but,
ahead.
but no, I'm serious. Like, because your website, you're not picturing yourself on the website. You're not becoming the character. You're just saying, hey, buy my shit, basically. Buy my stuff, buy this. And nobody kind of puts, but you could have you're selling it and you're making it your brand, but you're saying, hey, look, I'm wearing it. Check me out.
that's why I would choose TikTok or Instagram or any other social media platform. Because think about it like this. Let's say if I had 5 shirts sitting on my lap right now. I'm in your face. I'm telling you about gold mines and the history and where it come from. And then I say,
Rory,
would
throw
you
me all
like
three of
to
those
buy
shirts.
one? You probably would say, yeah, let me get one. Or, and that's TikTok. I'm gonna use that. That's TikTok.
All right.
Or what if I say, this is my website? Man, yeah, the same thing, history and everything. You would say, man, can I buy one? I say, man, yeah, I'm gonna come back tomorrow because I gotta go home and get it. That's them leaving TikTok and going to your website, typing it in, going to search.
Yeah, because you could do like the whole one.
One click. People want to access stuff quickly. They want it fast. They don't want to waste time. They don't want any delays. That's why I do next day shipping. They don't want no delays. They want it quick and fast. People are impatient. People are very
Factual.
People are very impatient.
Oh, no doubt.
People are impatient. So the quicker you can get it, the better it is for
Better it
them.
is.
Don't even
If
get me
you're in their
started on
face
impatient.
all the times, why I say post a lot daily. As long as you're in their face, they like it, they see it, they want it, they're gonna get it. If you post once a week about a new shirt that you just dropped last week and post Friday and you post again next week, Wednesday, you're not in their face. You got people that's coming in their face all the time. And
Right.
they on TikTok shop right there.
And they got other
click
people.
this button and you're going to go right to the shirt, add it to your cart.
And you got people competing with you that's also
Correct.
doing other stuff.
But I
Multiple
don't,
people.
Yeah, because I feel like a website would almost get lost sometimes unless you're like
correct,
promoting it.
Correct. And me personally, I don't worry about the competition because quality over quantity, dog.
So
My
lately-
quality always going to win.
So lately, what has been your strategy on like TikTok and stuff? What kind of content are you posting to get your?
I'm making like almost film videos. Like if I'm
Okay.
doing a photo shoot, I hire somebody to do a photo shoot, or I have my partner do it,
Mhm.
and I also have somebody behind the scenes making a video of it.
Okay.
So, and like I think you saw one video that I have tagged.
I did.
Yeah, I'm talking behind it. Motivation, dedication. I'm
Right.
explaining the brand. I'm putting you in a movie,
Okay.
basically. So you're watching this, and now you're like, and at the end I say, for sale or out now, new
Right.
drop. So click that. I think I got like 10,000 views, so many likes on that
Yeah.
one video. So
Yeah, they're good.
yeah, just putting it in their face and making them feel like they're a part of something.
Would you happen to know your conversion rates from that? So let's say like 10K views, 3% conversion on average, do you think?
I think from those 10K views, I don't know the exact number, but every day I saw my website traffic going up, and that turned into paying customers. Why? Because after that one video,
Right.
I kept hitting them with photo shoot pictures, and every day, like one day I would do the video, 2 or 3 days the pictures. I would come back with another video of the shirt and something different, totally different from the first video. So I'm staying in their face.
You know, it's another thing that like I can like kind of maybe throw some game on you on that like I see. So there was a shirt that I had on before. I order a lot of shirts. I really like that company. It's called Dark Sport, and they have some more edgier stuff.
Yeah.
Right, and they do. They have a great quality material and stuff, but with their things is they do the pre-order and all, right? They do no, actually they don't do the pre-order. They just do the drop, but then their shit sells out like fast. Boom, 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 boom. Like you don't get no time.
Yeah.
But like after it's done, it goes like you can't get it again.
Yeah,
so it's like
and it's straight off the
that's kinda
website.
wild.
So like that's where I've been seeing. So like, would you not thinking of incorporating some of those strategies? Like basically like, hey, this is exclusive drop. Once we drop this, don't expect to see it again, because that honestly bites people. Dude, I'm telling you right now, dude. Like
This is my
people-
one and only chance.
people like exclusive. I love exclusivity. I love wearing a shirt and
Me
somebody
too.
be like, where that, and that's why I was getting at whenever I was asking.
Where can I
about
get
the
it? Oh,
company.
you can't.
Well, no, well,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
it's
what I'm saying.
gone, right.
What the company that I was telling you about, can they do shirts of 1 of 500? Because dude, I love that. I love seeing, I got shirt 36 out of what? It just
Yeah.
pumps you up. And then they even
Yeah.
go further. On their website, they make it a vault. So I have NFC tags in all my shirt. Now, I'm spending $75 to $100 for a shirt. Sometimes they drop some that might be $40, but these shirts are more expensive because it's coming with all this
Yeah,
extra
it's-
stuff.
yeah.
You can put it in a vault. You can do these cool things. But I mean, at the end of the day, what I was basically getting at is they also, the way that they market their stuff, they travel and they go to these other cities and they kind of build a story behind
Yeah.
each drop.
Yep.
So like, is that not something too that you might
That's where I'm at with it right
that's where
now.
you're at?
Building a story behind every drop.
Every drop, right?
But as far as the
Like a purpose behind it. So like,
Yeah.
one of them would be like, they partner with Marvel, so they did a Spider-Man drop. So then they, they went and did like a whole photo shoot or whatever. One of them was a Kutsu or whatever, some type of Chinese, Japanese. They flew to Japan and went sword fighting, do a photo
Yeah.
shoot with,
So
went
I feel
walk the
like
desert and shit. You know what I mean?
that the first part you said, the 1 out of 500, that part I'm not there yet because you have to have that fan base for that.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But to get that fan base for that, you need to be doing next level shit. So
You could be riding camels in Pakistan. for a
That's what
long
I'm
period.
saying.
but-
Go to Pakistan, ride a camel.
But I totally understand what you're saying. But I feel like at this point, let's say if I do 1 out of 500 and I buy the 500, and I'm just throwing this out there. If I don't have the 500 fan base, I'm stuck with 200 shirts.
Right. I get you.
So that's why I'm saying you have to build that fan
Fan base
base up first to be able to do. Like once I know I have that fan base,
Well,
it'll be easy to do.
Well, can you not create some hype behind it and make a couple videos on TikTok and be like, hey, we about to drop our first ever exclusive drop.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Do
be
you-
ready for
yeah.
it.
Do you know Capri by any chance?
Free.
He's a Shopify TikTok like vendor that I know. He makes videos about his brand strictly on TikTok, nothing else.
Mm-mm.
And like, I don't know how to like, you know those car edit, not the car edits, the edit that you showed me with the AC, the AC stuff with the switches. He does like the same stuff, but just for like his clothes. So he'll have it in a nice set, maybe like a big white drop. He'll make a cool edit like with this stuff, and it gets millions of views. And it's like some really clean streetwear stuff. And like, dude, people eat that shit. Like I see it get like 20 million views.
Yeah.
I mean, you take a 3% conversion rate. What is that? 300,000 people for a $40 hoodie. Mother God, holy, holy
So that's what you
shit.
gotta like. That's
Hey, believe it or not, I do get a lot of my schemes from TikTok, from those big companies. I'm always sitting there studying and saying, how can I incorporate this into my brand? Because, man, I don't know if y'all see it or not, but everybody who's in this industry will tell you it's a repeat. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Everybody has done it. Somebody has done it. Everybody gonna continue to do it. So it ain't stealing or none of that when you do stuff like that. I'm taking
you're not reinventing the
right,
wheel.
right. It's already there. It's
Stealing
already
like an
made.
artist.
You're just making a
Yours.
better wheel or my
Yeah,
wheel,
better
like
wheel, yeah.
branding my wheel. So that's all I do, bro. I look at that. I'm sitting here listening to y'all. And I'm probably gonna research some stuff tonight on some big brands.
oh
that's
no,
what
look,
that's what I do, bro.
We tried to throw game. We tried to throw game, but
That's what I do.
look, we coming up. We are coming up. We had like an hour 30 right now. So, is there anything?
Yeah,
you
I got a
wanna wrap
question.
it- Yeah.
So look,
anything?
I got this shirt on right now.
Mhm.
You know, there's a meet. I know you said there's a meeting behind them, but
Yep.
can you kind of explain what? I'm just curious. Like, I see what does it say? Undefeated.
Yep.
So what? Explain that. I know they got some states on here.
Yep. So the reason for the states is the states are everywhere that I've sold in the U.S.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And I put undefeated because that's
I like
a
that.
victory for me, bro. Like
I like
I'm celebrating my small wins, and at the time I only had 2 states. I only had 1 state, and it was Louisiana up the road.
Right.
My cousin. So those states I put on there, and I put undefeated because I feel like the work I put in, I can't be beat by nobody other than myself.
Right.
That's a personal
that's
thing
that's
for myself to
facts.
feel great. So that's undefeated 2023 world champions, and the reason behind that was that's the year that I've accomplished all that. All of that by that year, all that was accomplished. And I got 3 rings because those 3 designs, those are the only 3 designs that I was adding on everything. And I had drops that was selling out because of those 3 designs.
Oh, check that
So that's
out.
why
So I
it's
didn't
on
even
the
know
rings.
this.
Yeah,
okay,
they
so
got the
each
designs
ring
on the
got a
ring.
different deal
Yep.
on it.
2021, 2022.
Ah, okay. Check it out.
So that's
Oh,
like
that's
your
tight.
championship ring. So
Okay, cool.
That's why I put all that there. Everything it's a meaning. It's really it was a championship year for me. I feel like that year was one of the years, our highest peak year, highest gross year, and as far as media and numbers and fans, we was getting there. I felt very confident with that year. So it's a championship year for me. World champions.
Cool.
Have any hoodies yet?
Hmm?
Have any hoodies yet?
I have hoodies, sweatsuits.
I'm a
jogging
big hoodie
suits.
guy.
Oh yeah,
I'm a big hoodie
definitely.
guy. I'll support.
Every year for the winter, and I'm starting
What's
to
your
do it
website?
earlier and earlier. Goldminesworldwide.com.
We about to let him. We about to drop all that.
Oh,
so,
okay.
so-
Hey, I got an idea though. What about some beanies? You fuck with
Got
beanies?
beanies.
Oh, come on, man.
Yo, he's got it
I'm telling you,
all,
I got
dude.
it all. From beanies
Hey, I like-
to,
no, I like
to
a beanie every
socks
now and
to
in the
shirts,
wintertime.
hoodies,
Yeah.
jackets. I got it all.
Got
Oh,
condoms,
shit.
bro? My bad. Sean, cut that. Yo, Sean, cut that. Yo, Sean, cut
I'm
that.
telling you, I
Don't
got it
cut
all,
it.
bro. I got it all. But
Gold
some stuff
mines.
like that, like the beanies, that's a seasonal item. So they're probably not gonna be on the website right now because we're approaching summer. But soon I get a gust of wind, beanies coming.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I have everything. I have everything.
Well, look, shout out all the places that people can find you real quick for them. That way they can find you after the episode and stuff.
On social media, you can find me on TikTok at _TBrown444. That's about the only
Trying to
social
look it up
media I
right
have
now.
right now. For any Gold Mines merch, goldminesworldwide.com. You can follow me on there. Get on there, shop, support, and it has a section on there that you can give suggestions. You can tell me what you want, or if you want to vent, tell me how you've been feeling lately. Come talk to us. Go on the website and come talk to us. YouTube, we have a Gold Mines page, Gold Mines Worldwide on YouTube. Other than that, man, support my brothers right here, the Wolves Den podcast. These guys have something great going on. I love it. It's beautiful in here, and these two brains together, man, they're gonna create something so big the world has never seen. So I give it up for my boys, Camp Sit Down, my people, and it's all love, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Y'all have
No doubt. No doubt. Appreciate you, bro.